Hi, this is your girl, Cerelius.
And this is Torri.
And I'm Bryan.
And this is
Bitch,
Let's Talk.
Season 3.
Okay.
Dun, dun.
So before we get started in the Pop-Tart world, I just want to wish everyone a prosperous and healthy and great 2019. 2018 went rather quickly. Like, I can't believe that we're already here. But I hope it's better than last year. And I'm so excited to share so much content with you guys because it's season 3. Yay. So let's get started on to Pop-Tart world. So ABC Entertainment President Channing Dungey, we literally just talked about her this year, and she's already flipping sides. She was the president of ABC, and she's now joining ABC with Shonda Rhimes and Kenya Barris, who's also the creator of like Blackish and Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, and she's also the one who pulled the plug on Roseanne's racist ass. So,
Good.
shout out to her. I don't understand why she left so early. She probably hasn't even been at ABC a full year.
I think that the new wave is Netflix. People aren't going to the movies anymore. And that's more a marketable lane to go into. Like, Netflix is definitely, anytime you can get Sandra Bullock to be, like, in a movie, and, like, it's the number one watch movie on Netflix. I think everybody knows the move is Netflix. So I think it was a smart move.
True, but these networks still get money, though. Like, especially daytime television. True. Like, it's so much money there. So I'm just curious. Like, she hasn't stayed a whole year, and she already is moving to Netflix. I mean, shout out to her, though. Yeah. Like, that's still amazing.
It's still an amazing move, right?
You're still, calling shots. So, and shout out for that Roseanne move, which is always going to be great. They probably gave her pressure. It probably was Evan. They're like, oh, you canceled Roseanne. Oh, we're having some discrepancies, so they probably try to, like, fire her.
Yeah, it's
she was like, no, fuck you, I'm going to Netflix.
But when you think about the future of television, Netflix could be one of those leading, premium, type things that will be added to cable at some point. So
I don't know if they'll ever join cable.
It's already added to cable.
Is it added to cable?
It's on Files.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So
but I still don't see how it's going to sustain, though.
I think Netflix...
Why not? They're doing so many, like...
Yeah, they spending a lot of money, but they don't have any advertising. They don't do any advertising.
Because they don't need
Netflix doesn't need
Bentley doesn't
but how many people do you know...
doesn't do it?
How many people do you know have a Netflix account and have 5 people on it?
Well, if you look at Netflix now,
all the people are not subscribers.
You have to pay... But you have to pay to add...
A monthly...
but no,
after 5.
Yeah, it's after 5.
After 5.
I think it's like each one is different. Like, I seen
so after 5 people logged in, after 5 people have accounts, then you got to pay extra. 5 people? That's a lot.
Because I just recently...
For $25?
I just recently, like, paid my Netflix account. And it was like, do you want to upgrade so you can have 3 people watch at one time?
Right.
It's like, it's different now.
Smart now.
It's different now.
It's no longer $9.99, which I was salty about. It's $12.
What?
Yes.
Because they were probably hemorrhaging money.
Yeah,
they was hemorraging money. That's what I was saying. How are they going to sustain?
And then on top of that, like, if there's too many people on the account,
it'll let you know.
Automatically say, like, timed out or, like, new user something. It's something like that. But I mean, and Hulu does the same exact thing, because I always get frustrated when my shit don't work and I'm like, yo, who the fuck is on this account? That's why I don't give my passwords out.
Well, I know who has my account, but when I get too crazy, I just
change the password.
No, none of you motherfuckers on here again anymore. But I'm just saying, like, that's why my biggest issue was, like, I wonder how it's going to sustain, because they're giving out these big ass contracts,
True,
all this money, and I don't really see that many people subscribing to bring that money back in.
Maybe it's just the black people that's sharing, but what if the people
no.
all around the world?
Everybody shares fucking Netflix.
But
I don't know. I still think that it would be a big market.
Me too. I think that Netflix will be... The reason why Netflix
and this is great.
Grow,
go ahead.
The reason why I think Netflix is going to grow is because it's user friendly. Everybody can get on board. My grandmother knows how to use Netflix. Regardless of whether or not, the issue is, with sharing your Netflix account, I don't think that would stop
people
Netflix.
Still watch it.
Yeah, people will still watch it. Even still, it's very inexpensive, and it'll beat cable television every single time.
Yeah, but I feel
and Netflix can afford to go down to $5.99 if they wanted to. That's the luxury that.
See, I think where the problem is going. I think where the problem is about to come in is that Disney has a streaming service coming.
I'm sorry.
Disney has a streaming service coming.
Okay.
That's why all those.
That's going to knock a hole in their shit. That means
from Netflix,
all the Marvel shit and everything else, ESPN, all stuff that Disney owns. It's going to chop their content almost like at least a quarter of it out.
But see, the freedom with building your own lane comes with Netflix being able to make movies like Bird Box and their own series and stuff like that. So that might be.
But you have a whole industry full of nerds who love Marvel, who love DC.
That's true. So who will travel for
and
that.
I know, like, I
subscribe.
I subscribe to the DC Universe joint, and I'm normally going to just subscribe to the Marvel joint, to the DC and Disney joint. I got kids in the house.
How many people?
So all the cartoons, huh?
How many people do you know have Hulu and Netflix? I'm one of them. So
I know a lot of people that do it.
I do too.
I don't even know why I still fucking pay for cable.
I'm not doing it.
I don't know why I still pay for cable.
We don't know why you do.
Because you got money there. Let me hold $6. $6.
I got $22.50. My name. That's it. I ain't got it. I can't split that. I can't break it up 5 ways. I can't do it.
Wow.
Yeah, because you got Netflix, Hulu.
Yes, and paying television.
Yeah,
I got DC Universe on my phone. Look, I do got a lot of motherfucking expenses.
Yeah, well, that's Christ. What somebody cast for $6.
Yeah,
I ain't got it.
Know that.
I got paying all these fucking bills, these subscriptions. I ain't got it.
He is actually able to say I ain't got it because everybody else got it. That's why he's absolutely okay with saying that.
I ain't got it. Shit.
So can we say super salty for the Vice CEO Nancy Dubak, who's in charge of
a salt box.
you can dip that bitch in some soup. She's very, very salty. So Dusamero, if you don't know them, they are also podcasters. They have the Bodega podcast, and they actually have their late night show. They used to be Yes, they used to be on Viceland. And so they're now taking their talents elsewhere to Showtime, which is, I think, absolutely amazing for two black guys to have their own show with Showtime. So Nancy decides to let Elle know, the magazine, that they can always come back and they're going to a place that they're not even getting paid for. So I'm like, so they went to Showtime free? This is just volunteer service? That. Clearly they got checks.
She said that even wilder shit, that they going to a platform that their audience is not going to follow them to. That's even more nuts.
That was so
Which is not true.
Which is not true.
Yeah, because they followed y'all. They followed
to
the Vice.
Who the fuck watches that?
I do watch Vice, but I don't watch it no more though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't.
I never even heard of Vice before Deuce and Mero.
Huh?
I didn't even know what Vice was before until Deuce and Mero got on it.
Vice
These
is
are
awesome.
Don't let them hide you say.
I'm going to Google now.
You should definitely Google.
I'm about to Google. Viceland is when they be. Okay, never mind.
I mean, I like all the weed shows they
got.
This
was on Viceland, right?
Yeah.
It was like the show that 2 Chainz has where he goes and have the most.
They don't even play that shit like that no more.
Like do the most expensive things.
Once again, didn't know shit about that channel
and
until
fuck, that's
Deuce
delicious.
and Mero.
I used to watch that joint.
Okay.
But they actually said, Deuce and Mero said
eating with marijuana, Viceland.
Yeah, that's what all the marijuana shows.
So they said that Viceland wanted to do 160 episodes a year.
So
like that's fucking
that's
insane. Nuts. And so Deuce and Mero was like, okay, if you want me to do 160 episodes a year, give me $160 million.
Why not?
How many say, man, you got suck my dick with a bat?
$100 million, you lost your mind.
But why not though?
No, that seems more than reasonable. You want me to do all this?
She's a whole female, so she should understand that, the diversity that she already has to go through.
But no, she said they're not gonna get any money, and she told them that whenever they want to come back, that they can.
Yeah, they can cut me that 160 check.
That's absolutely 160. Not even
do you think
actors.
Yes.
Do a show like that doesn't even make any sense. That's so
nobody
intense.
does that kind of content.
160 mil.
Do you think it's too much?
Proper for Deuce and Mero?
Hell yeah, $1 million per episode, absolutely. Yeah. That's what the white people got paid on Friends.
Because you bring that
you dividing it.
You bring it in an ad rev and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with the show, but I'm just saying if I was the person that was running the network and this show insisted that I pay $100 $1 per episode, I would probably cut them as well
to 5 shows.
No. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you my opinion on it. No, because you talking about 160 shows, you gotta create content for 160 shows.
That's time.
That's a lot of fucking work.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of work. I'm gonna need that. No, give me that. I ain't met them at all. I'm out.
I need to live my best life so I can have something to write about and show y'all.
But if you have 160 episodes, and you're not willing to cut the check, I feel like that's more than disrespectful to the people on your show, because you are not respecting the artist. If you believe in them enough to produce 160 episodes, bitch, believe in me enough to cut the check.
Especially your highest rated show.
Exactly.
But like, why? That would be a no-brainer.
I only went to Vice because of Deuces and Meryl.
CTC.
I wouldn't have went there a day in my life. So, Nancy, like, you're super salty, and I don't appreciate you coming at them like that.
I respect you guys' opinion on it, but I'm saying, like, you know, the cost of television, like, TV time period is high. Like, the cost for you to broadcast something on television is also high. So you got to think about the expenses. So why would you want somebody to do 160
episodes then?
Exactly, exactly. But what I'm saying is, I don't know if that I don't think it makes sense for them to do 160 episodes. Like, is that their contract? Or that's
what Nancy, the CEO, wanted. She asked them to do 160 episodes. That was one of the reasons why they left.
Oh, Nancy,
because they were like, if you're not going to reciprocate in dollars for the amount of work that you want me to put in, there's no point. But I can go to another network.
You're being completely devalued.
Who's going to push that shit?
Exactly.
That's being completely devalued.
And with them, they would probably take 150 mil, honestly, because somebody believed enough in them. Like, you saying, like, first of all, you're not going to give them what they're worth, I feel like.
No.
Two, you're going to drag them and make them. Two, you're going to go to a magazine and drag these men and what they doing and their craft on L.
Like the most inappropriate place to
do that
platform.
Go to Mona Scott with that shit.
I really
the shade room,
something
else.
You feel me?
These white people do not know nothing about the Bodega Boys. I don't know if they listening to them or not. That's why I think that she casually threw that shade in there, because she was like,
she probably didn't think nobody.
She was like, nobody's going to listen to
one,
this.
she should have never discussed the financial. Even if she did know, even if Showtime was not paying them, she should have never put that in publication.
And this is the extra petty. She actually cut their contract short because they were going to short time.
It's like it was like I can put my 2 weeks notice in a week, and you be like, yeah, no, go ahead.
No, we already cut you, babe.
Yeah, took you up the for next week.
Right. So if you want to support them and tell Nancy to suck it, they will be on Showtime February the 21st of this. This upcoming year.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to say this year.
Shit, yeah.
Well, we're like,
sorry, y'all, we're in the past.
I'm trying to get out of that next year type.
I know it's gonna be really hard for me to say 2019, but all of the aspiring writers, this is really exciting. So Monkey Paw Productions, which is founded by Jordan Peele, the immaculate, creative, nerd genius Jordan Peele. He actually founded Monkey Paw Productions, and they're actually looking for screenplay writers to submit their ideas. So if you go to monkeypawproductions.com, you actually have like a long list, and you just fill out the form. So if you're a screenwriter, you have any ideas, you want to write scripts, they're actually looking forward to send submissions. It doesn't have a deadline, so I have literally zero idea when this is going to be the cutoff, but I will say make sure you guys get on it.
I'm so glad you said that. I'm actually writing my first screenplay I'm writing my first screenplay right now. It's called My Brother's Keeper. It's about my relationship between me and my older brother. So it's actually like my baby right now, because I haven't let no one see it yet. I'm in like maybe halfway, because I'm trying to get I'm interviewing my family and stuff, just to get like a universal perspective. Is it going to be a documentary? Or? It's going to be a little docu-piece, yeah. Okay. It's not going to be like, I think I'm going to tweak a bit of the facts, only to for dramatic effect. Yeah, for dramatic effect. I want to make it, I want to heighten it a bit. But, yeah, it's going to be a really interesting story, and I actually might go submit. Yeah, you should submit. Literally, that's why I'm glad you said that, because I had no idea.
Sister, let me know. I can be a fake cousin.
But this is the catch. So the fine print actually said that when you submit this, the confidential relationship between you and the studio is not really that confidential. So people at the studio can talk about your screenplay with whomever they want to. So it might stay with Monkey Paw. It might go to somewhere else. So who knows? I mean, but sky's the limit. The worst thing they can tell you is no. Right. So why not try?
Or take your shit and make it.
Or just
patent
it. Or patent it.
You can't do that, because if you submit all their information, then you can't. They can sue you, because they legally have a document that states that I submitted all this information there.
Right.
Well, so question, can they patent their screenplay so that way, even if they talk about it with somebody else, no one can go and recreate it?
Maybe
that would be a
maybe the name
Okay.
You can use that, like you can trademark the name.
Okay.
But as far as content, that might be a little sticky, and you might, like Dedrick said, there might actually be a risk where they might take pieces of your shit and use it so they can find a way to use the loophole to their advantage. Yeah. I would just hope
that
the way Jordan Peele is, that he would have some integrity and not just steal someone's shit without paying them, promoting them, or just saying like, hey, we like this one part of your idea, I'm just gonna cut you a check for it, can I have it, type of thing. But once again, sky's the limit. I would suggest that you guys, whoever, my little brother, please submit. Like I said, it's the worst thing I could say.
It's no.
So that's absolutely amazing. Shout out to Jordan Peele. I love this Us this trailer that just came out. First of all, I don't know how you had 5 on it as a scary song. How do you turn that into a scary song? That was my shit. I got 5 on it. That was my shit. And then he just turned into some crazy psycho thriller song. It was weird.
Yeah, they were saying in the movie that like you said, the song turns into... I'm trying to figure out what they got 5 on. I'm curious to see it.
What?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like when I saw
when it's related to the movie.
Yeah, related to the movie. I know the song. Like,
You talking about what they got 5?
Listen, guys, viewers, listeners, I promise I was born in the late 80s. I know the song.
He's about to jump across the table.
What?
It's such a good song, though.
Because they were saying like in the movie that he took the song and he created a whole other meaning. So I got 5 on it and made it creepy.
I mean, you can do that with anything, though. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, with the right tone. It's all told. But
I'm excited to see what he did with it.
I still don't even know what the fucking movie
is about.
Entails.
I watched
clones.
Basically,
we don't know yet.
You're your worst enemy. Like, I think it's dealing with like inner demons and
I like that too. I thought that.
So,
I think it's going to show a different side of the family that they don't want to kind of show each other. They'll find that other side of themselves, like.
But I feel like it's going to be even deeper than that.
It
is. The way he writes is just like on
Get
a
Out,
whole nother...
Get Out's message.
Yeah.
I know.
And I can't wait for all his projects.
Anytime you let your child run around with something like a mask
that
on
white
all the
mask,
goddamn
like,
time, your kid's going to be fucked up. Right out. I mean, you messing it up. Something's going on. Don't let him. Why are you hiding from the world all the goddamn time?
That's how Michael Myers started out.
Right. You know what I mean? And you see what happened with that shit.
Yeah,
no, fam.
And it's a white mask off your head. Like, so I feel like that symbolizes something. I really cannot wait. It comes on in March, correct? I cannot wait until March to see this movie. And I hate
he has so many damn projects coming out 2019.
But, okay, I saw a funny meme. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I saw a funny meme. It was like, what if he's telling us to get out of the United States? Because the first movie was Get Out, and the next one is Us. It's like, Get Out, U.S.
Or so maybe it's just saying get out of you.
Or telling us to get the fuck out of here. You black, you get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
I saw
think about it.
I saw the trailer for the first time today, actually.
I saw it when it first came out.
I thought it was interesting, and I got the same thing you said. I think it's just this, like, people battling with the inner, in their innermost demons or whatever. I think this will be an interesting film. I'm not sure. I mean, like, I know that everybody usually, like, hype things and so heavy. And when I see it, I'm just like, I find these stupid things that I find in it.
They're not stupid. That's just things you find it like, what, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I'm not rolling.
I don't want to fangirl it yet, but I think that I'm interested to see it because Get Out was, kind of interesting to me. There was parts in Get Out that I do have critiques on. I don't want to talk about it right now, but
you already know.
I know because I was about to say because I know I was
it's gonna be a whole
there were
thing.
critiques, but I do think that Jordan Peele.
It is
Jordan Peele is a great writer and a great.
I giggled all the way through fucking Get Out.
He did. He portrays things in this
shit. That shit
he
made me
was
laugh.
so
hilarious.
It was literally
well,
the most terrifying movie I ever
no.
saw in my life.
When she was like, no.
See? I giggled all the way through that shit.
You're right, man. Think about it. You're right, y'all.
I giggled all the way through that shit. Like, this one.
I mean, it was funny, but it was like
serious.
Horrifying.
Yes.
Like, it was a very weird dynamic. I've never felt unsettled and humor at the same time.
That made it great.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I respect him so much, because he pulls from places that I feel like other writers don't normally do. You might get one extreme and then you might get the next, but to tie them together, that's some real ill shit. So I'm really excited to see his journey of 2019 because that nigga has like 13 projects in 2019.
Yeah, this isn't the end.
Yeah, so on to our Black Magic for this week. I'm really excited. So Nike has named G. Scott Uzel the president and CEO of Converse. Uzel began his career in sales and marketing at various companies such as Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, and has held a leadership position at brands such as McDonald's U.S. division. He serves on the board of State Bank and Trust Company, Fairlife, Suja Juice, which is really good. Go to Giant to get it. He holds an MBA from University of Chicago and a bachelor's degree in business administration from Florida A&M. And so, yeah, we have a Black person that's going to be in charge of Converse. So all the people that were burning Colin Kaepernick stuff and all the little skater boys and all the people that thought, Converse is still a part of Nike, weirdos.
Yeah, white people ain't never let them go. White people in the hood ain't never. White people in the hood ain't never letting Converse go.
Black people are never letting Converse go.
I refuse to wear them joints though.
Easter time Converse is like is
all
the
the
main thing that's sold out.
Yeah, so shout out to you, G. Scott Uzel. I don't know what the G is for. Gerald? Who knows?
G.
But I think it's pretty awesome for you to be in charge of Converse and all the people that hate Kaepernick. And if you're in,
you'll be fine.
Yeah, well,
I don't see y'all burning them monarchs. Them bullshit.
So far,
burning them bullshit.
So for our panel discussion for this week, so before we get started, let's introduce my favorite people in the world, Miss Brittany.
I like
D.
that title. Hey.
And my homie Dedrick.
What up, though?
Hey, what's up? How are you guys doing?
Chilling.
What up, though?
So, 2018 is coming to a close. So we are on our second annual Good, Bad, and Ugly episode. So we're going to talk about some great things that have happened musically, bad and good, and for the culture, bad and good. So I'm going to start with top hip-hop albums for 2018. I think this year was a great year for rap. And this took me a long fucking time to come up with this list. So my first one is Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap. I just think that was just a well-grounded album. And I've been listening to Nipsey since the mixtape days. And it just to see him mature and his lyrics, just to see him just grow as a man, it just makes me very proud. And I still listen to that album like it literally came out yesterday. Yeah. Now, mind you, my top 5 is not in order. But I do fuck with the Victory Lap album.
I'm with you on that. I think that's how you two feel?
I'm gonna start first with I think Nikki. I know y'all everybody. As soon as I bring this up, everybody's like, "Oh,
you can see my list. She knew all my list."
But no, listen. I do think this was something different. From Nikki, I think it showed a lot of she flexed her talent a lot in this album.
She did.
In my opinion, you asked me, and I'm giving you.
Yeah, it's his opinion. He's
she did.
I think she flexed.
I feel like it was the same Nikki.
I think she flexed her. You thought so?
Not because I'm a Cardi fan, because you see number one on my list is Cardi, but I'm not.
I have Cardi on mine too. So Privacy and I think Nikki's album. Cardi and Nikki did this thing, but I'm gonna get on Cardi in just 1 second. But I think Nikki showed a certain side of her this time, her lyrics, and just a lot of good writing. To me, in my opinion, I think she did great. I think Miami was one of my favorite tracks on the album. So I'm gonna say Nikki.
I don't think I have one.
I'm gonna say Nikki.
No.
I think KOD was good too.
Yes.
Don't say your whole list. Just,
sorry.
Thank you.
Next. Okay. So, I was stuck between mine's are in order, but I'm gonna just give you my top 2 and 1. I was stuck between Meek Mill Championship and Cardi B Invasion of Privacy. Cardi. I had to one time. I had to.
That's your second time.
But no, I think that both of them gave us something fresh, something new. We were waiting for Meek Mill to come out because he was locked up. We were waiting for Cardi B to come out because she was just
everything
so much.
right
Everything.
Yes.
Before the album, and then we heard a different side of her in every song. She was spitting different. The beats were different. The vibe was different on each and every song. So I think it was a creative project overall. And then again, Meek Mill, we were just waiting for him to come out ever since he's been locked up. We've been rooting for him. Yeah, so.
What about you, dude?
Oh, I know I got something more here. I don't think nobody else on here got for hip hop. I'm gonna go with Benny the Butcher, Tanner Talk 2. I mean Tanner Talk 3.
Who?
Benny the
I don't even
Butcher.
know what that is.
That's real rap. I'm telling you.
What's the Butcher?
Benny the Butcher. The Griselda clique, they all the Buffalo, them
Griselda.
niggas.
Is this a different person?
Is that
No, that's the crew.
That's all.
I thought.
I'm sorry, can you say the name again? Griselda Clit?
I thought it was.
Griselda clique.
Okay.
I thought it was Lil Kim. I knew barely.
No, I heard the same thing. That's why I was
Listen.
like, who?
Listen,
Yeah, Benny the Butcher, and I also went with Dave East and Styles Beloved.
Oh shit! I didn't forgot all
And-
about that.
That's a fire joint. And I also did, of course, Daytona. Pusha
Yeah.
T.
Yeah,
I did. That was
mine
my
too.
top 5. That was my number 5. Daytona. Pusha
Yeah.
T. Yeah.
Gotta go with that. And,
Have to.
and of course, Nipsey and to make
I could,
Meek,
Carters of mine.
Yeah.
But I still think, even though I really like the Meek, it's about once you get to the halfway point, it just falls off a little
Same,
bit. From me.
same way I felt.
I didn't feel like.
I don't
Maybe
need
'cause I'm from the
that
hood.
Future song. That you can
Okay.
Same way I
you can throw that shit out the window.
But
I wish I could just hit my phone and take that one track and play that shit out the
felt. I
window.
felt the same.
Yeah, I'm like, we just shut the fuck up, bro.
That's wild.
no.
Yeah. I don't need it. It's completely unneeded. Like, yo, what?
But no,
Like,
you
coulda
got a
left
point.
this-
You did
you
have a
could have
point.
left that
I
clean the fuck.
But no, you need it.
No, you don't.
So you know what song I did not like? The one with Fabulous and that Max
Uptown?
Spanish guy. Uptown.
Yo,
That shit rock.
shit.
That shit go.
Y'all listen, I love Uptown, but when the Spanish guy starts,
Yeah,
I
I didn't need him come in acapella. I ain't need him to come in with
I
that.
still enjoyed that.
But
Yeah,
no,
but the rest of the
because-
song is fine. I'm
Right.
like, you gotta.
I like it by Cardi and Bad Bunny and. I like
hate
that
that
one
song.
because I think
Yeah.
you can't tell me I'm not Spanish when the song come on. But this song
Really?
is not getting it for
No,
me.
that song is like I don't like that song.
I
Bring
do
me
not
back.
keep with that song.
A lot of the same. Cardi, Cole. I have
Okay.
Drake on this, but he could be
He's
R&B.
Really?
His song
Right.
is not R&B. He
Like,
is R&B.
he
When I
sings
say
half
R&B,
the songs.
yeah,
Half
I think it was like
the
yeah,
songs.
one was hip hop, one was R&B.
I like the Carter 5. I thought the
I
Carter
had
5
that as an honorable mention only
Bye,
because
You have a
Wow.
honorable mention?
Yes, only because of how long.
I thought about it. No, I thought about that too though. I thought
it
about
was
doing.
very long as well.
I thought it was. I thought it really sounded dated. I was over it.
I liked it.
As soon as
I literally had like 2 songs.
I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
The only
three.
song that I liked was the one with him and his daughter because I just thought it was him
I
and his
did
daughter.
not like that one. It was the one song that I thought like get this off, like get this out.
I'm like,
Like,
I really did not need that
Then
Lil Wayne
when his
album.
mother
I didn't
started
need that at
crying,
all.
like,
I didn't need-
I hear that.
had
So I
to
hear
turn
that
that
far.
shit off.
I didn't get that far. I heard the one with him and Nivea. I like that song.
With my man.
I thought Astro World was
All I
also
see is
good.
her.
Wait.
That's
That
on
was the top of
mine.
my list.
That's
on my
number
list.
4 on my list.
Yeah,
was
so
the top.
I definitely have Astro World. I just thought that was just a sonically well-rounded album.
Yes,
man.
and the
Um,
tour was really
Yeah,
cool.
I just think that album was just really. I just love the writing, the production, just, and I don't normally listen to stuff like that, like cohesively.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to be able to let me listen from the beginning to end, and I felt like it was supposed to be that carnival ride type of feel.
On what?
Astro World, and that's what I
Okay.
felt.
I really
felt that.
fuck with that. Because
Yeah.
the thing about
It's a
albums
dope
with
album.
me is that cohesiveness is key. Like, you can make great music, but when it comes to an album, your shit has to make sense. You have to tell a story from beginning to end. Like, I need to know when I'm finished, okay, what was the purpose of this shit?
Yeah.
Or how am I feeling different? Like music makes me feel
Yeah.
something,
Right,
so I need to
exactly.
be able to feel. Like if I don't feel
Exactly.
If I
nothing,
don't feel nothing, that shit trash.
If I can't get 3 things out of a song, no, seriously. If I'm out of an album, I'm sorry, out of an album.
Okay.
If I need one joint to pregame to get dressed, fuck shit up, like I'm taking shots to
Okay.
whatever, blah blah blah. This is me. This is my real life.
I can agree. I'm
I need
counting
one
too.
song. I need one song to like. One song is like you know, you just got your friends type shit, and now it's like it's the high, it's like the climax of the album. So this song gotta be jumping, like that's that jumping song.
Okay.
And then you need one song to bring you down, like, and Drake is famous
For
for
that
creating
shit.
this in his albums.
Yeah.
Like you got that like build up part, and then it's like that climax, and then it's like that come down part. Like,
So do you
He
kind of
come
want
back
to
too
see
much.
something different from Drake? Do you want to see him just like go hard, like do a Meek
Drake
album?
keep draking.
No,
Don't
yeah,
change
no,
that
I mean,
shit.
it's
I would
working
be
for
sick
Do you
of him
think?
if he came out
Do
with
you
some,
think
like,
he can do
So-
something like that?
Well, getting into
Okay.
Drake, let's talk about worst hip hop album. The first one I have is Scorpion.
You think that?
I agree.
I think that shit is trash.
Why?
Like, I thought
I can
it's
do without
hot garbage.
Why?
Okay,
can do without
why?
it.
Because it's, it's the same
I
Drake.
liked it.
Right.
I just think that he was trying to be too many Drakes.
Okay.
Because there's multiple sides to him. Sometimes he sings, sometimes he raps, sometimes he's happy, sometimes he's sad, sometimes he's dark skinned, sometimes he light skinned. I can't keep up with him. So my thing is the rap songs were good, but it could have been better. So I don't know if he's trying to keep up with like the Migos sound or I don't know. It's
Okay.
just it's not my baby Drake. It's not my Jew Drake. I like
True.
him. I want him back so bad. Like Take Care was such a great album.
Yes, I think it was a classic.
What was the last? What was the other one where he was just a face in the clouds?
It's
What's
yeah.
that? What album
yeah,
was that?
that one.
I
that one.
like that album too.
That one.
Nothing was the same.
Nothing was the
Nothing
same.
was the same.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Yeah.
a great album.
Yeah.
I haven't liked nothing in a
'Cause that
minute.
flow.
Because even the one with the little
Yeah, I
skyscraper.
just pick my little
Breeze from the Six.
Yeah, I just take my little 1 or 2, 3 songs out of it and
And
Yeah.
then make your
Oh,
own
Yeah, and keep it
playlist.
moving. But
Yeah.
I just think Scorpion was trash. I think it was way too many fucking songs that didn't make any fucking sense.
Okay.
And I can tell that he was like very emotional. At the time, I didn't know he was.
it was
when
too much in the
Baby
same
Mother and
vein.
stuff.
Yeah,
Wow,
exactly.
I disagree with you.
It was just
I
too
thought
much
it
in
was
the same
fun.
vein, man.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was relatable. I thought it was some like things that.
Half of that shit was about
Made
Kanye
you-
West.
Yeah, because guys with... I forgot about Kanye. Kanye, I'm so sorry. You should have been on my top 5.
If
thought
you
that-
forgot about it, I don't.
First of all, I'm a
No,
Kanye
honestly,
fanatic.
I like Life of Pablo, so no, it wouldn't have made it.
So you didn't like Ye. So that's gonna be
Yay,
your worst.
Yay, it's not
Ye was
one of
trash
my
to
worst.
me.
Yay was okay, but it wasn't like top
No,
5
it's
or
not
it
top
wasn't bad.
I ain't like the Kanye album in a minute.
I love
Wow.
Life of
Yeah.
Pablo.
Life of
It
Pablo
wasn't-
was good.
I hated everything from Yeezus on up.
Well, Yeezus was definitely need to be burned
Everything from
down
Yeezus
to
on
the
up I
ground.
haven't
Are
liked.
you kidding me? Yeezus is like such a good album to me. I thought it had
See, the
like
first 2 were
That was a
good.
window flinger for me.
Nah, it's like a homeless man.
Blood on the Leaves. Y'all didn't fuck with that.
That song
I
was
ain't even
dope.
It's only like
So,
1 or
yo.
2 songs in that joint. Like, all the rest of that shit.
Wow, I love Yeezus
Window
from
flinger.
the beginning to the end. I thought it
Yeah,
was
nah,
really
I'm
good.
cool on all of that.
I mean, but
I
the Life
disagree
of
with
Pablo
this
had like
fucking-
5 joints that I really
So
did like though.
Who do you
Yeah.
dislike? Who's on
Who's
your
the
worst list?
dislike?
My worst list was Ye because like I did not like that album. I thought it was trash, and I love Kanye, but I think
Okay.
that like album was just it was a
Crazy,
product of
okay.
his own.
I'm over this.
Psychosis.
state of mind.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
over Kanye completely. I'm
This is a
not-
product of
So like his music don't even
psychosis.
sound the same to me
And
no
then he
more.
did a collab with Kid Cudi.
Kiss He Ghost.
Yeah, and that wasn't even great. Like
That was
wasn't
that's
horrible.
no,
And
that's
it's hard
top 3
to-
on
it's-
mine. For the bad albums.
But I thought it's hard for Cudi to make something that people don't love.
Yeah.
True.
And this was, I was like, this particular like even the Nas and Kanye collab
I didn't
wasn't
even hear
good to
that.
me. You know what I mean? Like
I
it
like-
was
I
good.
like
No, it wasn't.
But
It
him
was
and
trash.
whatever he did
It
with
wasn't
Tiana
good.
Taylor was really was okay.
It was bad.
That was bad.
It was
too.
okay.
No.
That's why I said it was okay.
You know how I know
wasn't really
Tiana Taylor
good.
album wasn't good? Because
Cause
she didn't like it. She was pissed. You don't see when she went up on Twitter the day after that shit came out? She was like, yo, she would re-release it with the tracks that she was like, what's like 2 weeks after. She ain't like that shit.
Yeah,
and I love Tiana.
Damn.
that's
I
bad.
ain't-
promotion
She was mad
for
as a
Tiana.
motherfucker.
She
Yeah,
should've
she
never
was.
said that.
He was going in there fucking with people albums doing shit and wasn't the shit they agreed to.
Wow, I don't even.
I mean,
think
he wasn't gonna
because
pull up
of-
with Pusha because he ain't gonna pull up with Pusha.
Pusha,
Yeah,
yeah. So
I don't
with
think it
that
was
type of
because
energy.
of I thought like every song on Tiana's album was produced well. That was
Yeah.
great.
Thank you.
I just think the songwriting was just terrible.
Yeah, and
But-
I'm tired of her voice. I'm sorry.
I love Tiana.
You're
I love
I love
sexy as
Tiana
fuck.
too. That's why I'm saying
love
like I
her.
She's
know that she
sexy,
can
but
give
her
it.
voice, I just don't.
I love her voice,
range.
too. I do.
don't like
I
her
love
voice.
everything
I like
about
when
her.
she talks. I don't like when she sings.
What? Oh my
I
god.
like her.
I like when she talks.
I
I
grew
like
up with
when
that
she-
Anita Baker
I
age,
love
that
when she talks.
and that Tony Braxton, that deep voice. I'm
I
like,
do.
sure,
And I
go
do
ahead,
too.
sing it
I
again.
don't like it from
And then she
her.
always naked. Shit.
I cannot deal with you.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
love
guys
Tiana.
for your worst?
Y'all named him.
Yeah.
But
But I think I had Eminem, I had Nicki, I had Kid Cudi.
Yeah, I definitely had Nicki too.
With Ray
That's your
Sherman.
worst?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my worst. And Lil Wayne was like number one. Like that, I hated that album because I grew up. I thought I was a hot girl when I was a young.
Right.
I
I loved Wayne.
So I was doing this one, like, you couldn't tell me nothing, y'all. Like, seriously. And I was so disappointed with him. And I think that it was too many seizures. It was too much codeine.
Wait, what?
It was not,
It was on the album.
it was not enough
The
drag.
nigga, look, the nigga live in Miami running around with Ugg boots on. He definitely overheating.
It
Definitely
wasn't
overheating.
It wasn't the Wayne
shit.
that we grew up with. And I mean, not saying he's supposed to be stagnant and stay in his lane, but I felt like this was not the one I expected.
Wow. It was a song on that. I can't think about what the name of it actually, but it's a story about like how like he got this woman to set up some guy.
Yeah, him and Kendrick.
Mona Lisa. So
Him and
Mona
Kendrick, but I
Lisa
didn't like
was
that
such
song
a-
I
either.
like Kendrick's verse more than
What?
I
I hated Kendrick's
anything
verse.
on that album.
I hated Kendrick verse on that song.
But
let me say this. It was storytelling through rap, and it was
absolutely.
great. It was
I give you
so
that.
good. And I was thinking like nobody can do this but Wayne because Wayne he was doing that in the early part of his career when he used lyrics to tell like this like really weird story about how something happened that he experienced. So I actually think the Carter 5 was decent, and I'm going to leave it at that.
The worst thing I've ever heard, but it's definitely not the best thing.
Do you know any pop stuff that you hated?
I'm
love?
sorry.
Wait, let me finish my rap.
Oh.
Wait, Brick, you go ahead.
No, yeah, I didn't make a worse. And y'all have really mentioned most of them, so.
Yes. So, outside of Nicki Minaj, she's just poor thing.
She's gone.
She's gone.
Let's
She-
just
I don't
skip
know.
it. Let's skip it. Let's skip it.
No, we're not skipping it.
Let it
Because I
go.
think all of the injections went to her brain and something just happened. I also hated beer pongs and Bentleys, Post Malone.
I did too. I put it
That
on
was
mine.
such a...
I don't listen to Post Malone's
Me
music.
neither. That's why I was on a bad list. I didn't listen to it.
I don't have a problem with his voice though. I've heard songs he's done that I like.
Who's
like
Post
cover.
Malone? Give me like a fresh.
The dirty white boy.
The dirty white boy. He
There's a lot of
He
dirty
looks
white
like
boys.
Shia
Give me
LaBeouf.
like one like.
Right?
Fat
Is
Shia
that him?
Fat Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Long
Yeah.
Jesus hair.
How the damn song go? Shit.
The one with 21.
First of all, I love
Something like
21
that.
Savage, and it's such a disgusting
Yeah.
thing to say out loud.
Right.
21
21.
Savage. 21 Savage has done some things that I just really love. It's this song called AT&T.
Wait.
Wait,
What just happened?
Ass and titties. That song is so good. I don't care what nobody say. That song is rocking.
I just don't like 21
Savage.
Savage because I hear remedial listening to him.
21. That's all I can say. 21.
I hear remedial as fuck listening to him like.
Yo, 21 Savage got a song where he's literally whispering the entire song.
He ain't the first one, but he ain't the first one to do that.
And then he but then in
he
the
did
middle
it.
of it,
Right.
in the middle of it, he like
was the greatest shit ever in life.
in the middle of it, he's like, I bet y'all thought I was gonna whisper the whole time, and I'm just like,
Hey,
this
bye,
song
y'all.
is so
You're
stupid
dumb,
that I like it.
Nothing wrong with that.
I like
Yeah.
Kodak over 20.
I like Kodak too.
I
Kodak
like-
Black
I love
is
And it was
Kodak.
crazy. I actually do like Kodak though.
First of all, Kodak
I don't want
is
to say what he
smart.
said at the time, but I fought with him.
Kodak is really smart. If you ever listen, he's on this
He's
song.
getting there.
He's on the song. No, but listen, seriously, y'all listen to the song with
Bring
Drizzy.
him another way.
I ain't gonna lie. When that
You know what
Kodak
I'm talking
shit
about?
dropped, but
Listen to the
Kodak, they
song
don't
with
want to
Kodak
see you
Black
in.
and
And
Drizzy.
I just get it on That's my shit right there.
First of all,
That should be rocking, yo.
Kodak is on like 3 ounces of codeine. So
At all
like
times.
every time I hear him,
They don't
I'm
want to
just
see you
like, man,
in.
this nigga is rocking. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
I remember the first time I seen him, like, who does this nigga look like a pickaninny?
Yo.
Like, what the fuck is going on with this nigga? Like, I'm like,
Yo,
no. As soon as I see him, like, he done set us back like 400 years off the rip.
He didn't, but I'm telling you,
Before he
listen
said
to-
anything, and almost said, but I'm like, all right.
Okay.
I like Lil
Okay.
Uzi too. Lil Uzi Vert is like a good like. I
He
like
has
him.
certain songs that make my
Come
head
on, Torri,
nod,
you gonna come
but
around.
Nah, I can't
Oh,
do
my
the
friends
whole
hear that?
album.
How all your friends did? All
Because
of them?
like Benjamin, it's the money.
Man,
The
fuck
money.
yeah,
My
all
friends
his friends
is
is
dead.
money.
It's
Fuck,
money.
nah, man, fuck out.
Yeah.
I
See,
ain't fuck with
mama's,
that
so
guy.
we talking about the
The
worst.
pop. We on a pop shit.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Well, now I'm on
Well-
the pop shit.
Okay.
Or
So we're
R&B.
talking about the worst ones or the best ones?
The best.
Okay, so I
I have her both.
Yes.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
That ain't pop.
see
I
no.
said
She's an
R&B.
R&B.
Oh, I was like, what? I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
See, See,
Okay, my
my
bad.
top 2 is like 6 Black. I think that's his name.
I'm
And
like,
no,
you call
it's
6
not.
Black, so do I.
No, it's just Black.
Thank you.
Yeah.
First,
His
six
name
is
is
like
Black.
all
It's just
the
Black.
fucking time.
No, it's
Wait,
just Black.
I will call
I
him
had to
Slack all the
Slack.
time.
I thought
say
we can do
6
that.
Black.
I call him 6 Black. His name is 6 Black.
I'm
It's
so
just,
glad
no, it's
you
just,
said
it's just
that.
Black. He
And
said
I like
Yeah, no,
everyone
it's just
has
like,
that.
I know,
First
but
of all,
no.
you're winning if your name has this much debate in it. So,
Okay.
Black,
His name is
you're
Black,
out
but
here.
I call him Slack. Slack
Six
Black.
Black.
Six
I call him
Black.
6 Black.
Thank
But
you.
East,
I didn't
East
like
Atlanta
it.
Love Letter was.
It was
Yes.
really good.
It was really
love
good.
it.
I didn't think he would be able to top his
The
next
first one?
Yeah, from the first one because I've really fucked with
Yeah.
the first one.
Okay.
And I was like, how is he going to bounce back from this?
Yeah.
And then he did this, and I was like, oh, whoa, okay.
Yeah, sophomore
Yeah.
project usually is a
See,
curse.
my number 1 was the internet.
Hive
Hive
Mind.
Mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
I'm-
so
but I'm
good.
but I'm
That
an
was
internet
good.
fan from the very,
It's
very,
so
very
good.
beginning.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
From like YouTube days and stuff.
I don't listen to her.
Van Jess. Van Jess is dope.
Velvet?
Oh,
I
yeah.
Yes.
I got
Van
it.
Jess.
It's Silk
Whatever.
Canvas, yeah, Silk
Yeah,
Canvas. I got
Silk
Van
that.
Jess was really
They
good.
quite like
they're
one song
twins.
because I seen
They're
them
not
on the.
twins.
Are you guys
They are
familiar with the Color
twins.
Show
They're sisters.
on YouTube?
But they're not twins?
Wait.
They sisters, I think, from they
No,
like
they're not
Nigeria.
twins.
They're not twins.
They're not
sisters, I
twins.
think. They're
They
not
look
twins.
just alike.
One's dark skin, one's light skin.
Yeah.
Is she light?
Yeah.
They're not like he's lying. They not.
They're both brown.
One is
skin.
like
Yeah, they're not, no, yes.
I
One is
clearly
like-
seen them. Listen, one is microculture, one is his. I don't know who else is like.
She look light to me. She looking lighter than me. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. She look lighter than me.
I'm looking like one is definitely not
If
light.
y'all
skin.
sisters and you sang together, y'all twins.
What a man.
Shout out to Chloe and what's her sister name?
duo.
Chloe and Holly.
Holly, y'all twins.
Right, true. Are they right?
Ass and titties. Ass and titties.
That new theme song.
I also have LMA.
I didn't like her album.
First
At
of
all? I
come
love
on.
that album.
Her was cool, but I didn't like her.
top.
I
I
have
don't think it's
audience
the top. I
fatigue
didn't like
from
her.
them. I have listeners
All right,
fatigue.
they bought it. No wonder it's darker than that one.
Let me see.
They're like the
Look,
same color.
they're like the
She
same.
lighter than her.
Like a mirror.
She lighter than
Get
her.
them out of here.
They ain't twins. They damn sure ain't twins.
One ain't light.
They can
She
be
lighter than her.
fraternal.
Damn,
Let me
huh?
see them. Cause I like one song. Like I said, have y'all ever heard of like the Color Show on YouTube? It's a channel where they have like, so it's a channel on YouTube where they
The
play
Color Show?
Yeah,
color a color show.
I'm sorry.
No, you have listen, y'all. It's dope. If you I'm not a
I know what you're
mainstream
talking
music.
about.
I'm not
Yeah, I
a
know
mainstream
what
music
you're
fan,
talking
so I like underground music. Or I like independent artists. So they show all these independent artists. And they have them behind like a different color screen.
Yeah.
They perform like one song. Like her just did
Van
one.
Jess did one.
Van Jess did
Rico
one.
Nasty did one.
Yep.
And it's called the Colored Show.
It's called
Yeah.
A Color Show.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Color Show.
I heard
Show,
colored.
not
It's really good. It's really
Yeah.
I
good.
was like, that's
It's-
racist.
it's-
It's
No, it's called A Color Show. And it's
and I'm not.
Like, what are you watching?
I can't believe y'all ain't nobody said my man yet.
Who? Jacqueeze. This is the
Fuck
birthday.
ass no.
You are my worst. I was going
Fuck
to
ass no.
I got him twice.
So bad I got him twice.
Brown. Ain't nobody fuck with Breezy.
He didn't have
What
an
album did he
He
have?
didn't have an
That
album
was
this
last
year.
year. That was 2000.
Yo,
No, it wasn't.
he had to. He
Yeah,
had
he had-
Heartbreak on the Full One was this year.
No,
What
it
was
was
it?
2017.
That was
That was 17.
That was
We had the
17.
45. We had the 45
44
songs.
songs
Yes,
on that
that was
bitch.
2017,
That was last
bro.
year,
That was
baby.
last year.
Because we literally just talked about this on the Good, Bad, and Ugly Part 1 of last year. Cause
It was terrible.
What?
Oh, you're right.
We
I thought it
know.
was this year.
It was terrible.
Yeah,
It was
I still
terrible,
listen to this
though.
I
shit.
couldn't get the
I'm still
first-
listening to this fucking shit. I
couldn't
love
get
that
through
fucking
the first
My bad.
three. I couldn't get through the.
Yo,
the
I
first
didn't
three.
hear the album at all.
I had to delete the album off my thing. One, it took up too
my
much
God.
motherfucking space.
Fuck out of here. I ain't never deleting that shit.
Second, the first 3 songs are trash. Like, if I can't like it in the first 3 songs,
Yeah,
I'm trashing
but-
No,
it.
sir.
No,
But those-
seriously, like
Privacy?
That album
That's
is
my
trash.
first
crazy.
5 or 6.
Privacy.
What?
Juicy
Wow.
Booty?
Get out.
First of all, and then Chris Brown had a song with his daughter on the album cover, and all the songs was
Heartbreak on the
about
Full
sex.
Moon,
Like,
bro.
I was just like,
No, that album was
You drunk.
fire.
I get it. Okay. I get it. You drunk.
Too
I
much
get it.
things.
I get it.
Look.
I get it. I understand.
your ear likes what you like.
You right.
No,
Because
but
I can't
that-
stand Nicki. You loving that joke. You absolutely right.
Absolutely.
Anybody fuck with Pink Sweats? Volume 1?
What's
No.
that?
Who's
Who's that?
Who?
Oh, Pink Sweats. That's not your name.
That's
Oh
the
wait,
name?
That's the
What?
name?
No. I don't
Janelle
know.
Monáe, didn't she have a?
Oh,
Dirty
yeah.
Computer.
Yeah, Dirty
That
Computer.
Dirty
She was,
Computer.
but she was on my top.
She
was
wasn't
like my
on the
3.
best, and
She
she
was.
wasn't on my worst. It
She was
like
my
in
number
the middle.
3.
Okay.
She was my number 3.
No,
She's on my best.
I also have
Pink is such a good
Sir.
song.
November
Sir,
album.
yes.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that
I like
album
Sir.
I like
was
Sir.
So
I agree.
fucking
Summer
fire.
Walker?
Yeah.
Summer Walker? Anyone?
Summer Walker. She
I
wasn't
forgot
my
about her.
best, but
She's
she's
my-
not my worst. She falls in limbo.
In
I
the
like that
I
joke.
like
I think
Summer
it was a
Walker.
good
It's a
Beginning for her, but that wasn't like her real album. That was just like
Jag
an
Freeman.
introduction. Who?
But see,
Hey.
I need to take your list.
I know it's
I don't know who half
Send me
these
your
people are.
playlist.
Oh my god.
Who's Jack Freeman?
God, Jack Freeman rocking.
Yeah,
Jack
listen.
Freeman.
I also have for my best Alina Baraz Colors of
Yes.
Shield.
Yeah.
That album
Yeah,
was
yeah,
so
yeah.
I just love
fire.
her.
Yeah.
Just the whole wave, her whole ambiance.
High praise.
Yeah, like she's a whole
Vibe.
mood.
Right.
Her and Sabrina
Yes.
just puts me in a whole different.
Sabrina
I was
Carter.
thinking of Sabrina,
Right.
but she was last year.
No, she
Yeah,
was
it was
last year.
2017.
She had something this year, but it wasn't.
It was just a
No.
song though.
It's
Man.
not
It was a couple
put her on my
songs.
She don't
list
like
because
none
I
of y'all
love her.
though.
I don't care if I will.
She don't fuck with none of y'all.
She made a
That was
mistake.
all her. She
Y'all,
can
y'all
change.
too brown. She don't fuck with none of y'all.
That was the 2017.
She still says the shit.
Yeah.
Wait. Can we go back to rap though, real quick? I forgot one.
Who?
Lil Baby.
No.
Oh,
Bye bye baby.
I love Lil Baby.
Me too. No,
Not
you're
for
feeling
greatest. Not for
Not for
best.
my top album, no.
Not
but I
in-
like Lil
and not for
Baby.
worse. He's in limbo.
it.
He's
First
in
of all,
limbo, yeah.
I jam Lil Baby constantly.
It's a vibe, but when we talk
I
about
like Southside. That's my favorite
against
song.
I like that
other
song, too.
lyrical rappers, he
No,
doesn't
he's
stand
not.
a
He's
chance.
a, yeah.
But I do think he has
Not
a
with
good
a
vibe.
J.
I think
Cole.
Nah. But he's not the best. He's not the worst. He's in
So
limbo.
are you just going off a stance of just lyrical or actually just good albums?
Right. We should take all that stuff into play.
Well, to me, it's both. Because I think it's great for you to have lyrics and be able to make a song.
Travis Scott ain't lyrical at all, but he makes great music.
But he
makes
made
great music.
But like you said,
It's all about the vibe.
But like you said, it's about what's the word you were? The C word.
Cohesive?
Yeah, cohesiveness. Like it's about that, like being
Yeah, 'cause
like
even though he's like
creating a vibe throughout the whole project.
not a mumble, whatever you want to call
a
him,
mumble rapper.
he has a level of cohesiveness
Ness.
that stays true to his audience and who he is. I can respect that. It's when these other weirdos be trying to get out of pocket and try to do too much, and it's like
Yeah.
literally all over the place, and I can't keep up. Because I've listened to Travis Scott songs before. I never listened to an album because I'm like, this is going to be way too much. My ear's not going to take it. But this Astro World shit, I listen to that shit at least once a day.
We talked
He got
about
some white pussy and was like, I'm about to fuck
Okay.
That's something I can think. Like
Not
I
sure
don't
what
know
that does
because
for you.
it created.
I have no idea what that does for her.
I don't know, but I just feel like it did something because this album was really good.
You know what? He's the only one to beat the Kardashian curse.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's the only man to beat
Yeah.
the Kardashian curse.
Yeah.
I don't speak too soon.
Yeah,
Wait, I
who
think
else
we're
gonna beat
speaking
it?
too soon.
they
Who's
just
gonna beat
had
it?
a baby.
I think we're speaking.
So,
too
but
soon.
he put out a good
Right,
project.
he put out a
He
good
did.
project.
He
He's a
did.
star
So he
project.
done beat it. At this point, he done
Right.
beat it. Everybody
It's
else
him more
that
than
done fucked with
He had a
Kardashian
great
done
concert
declined
on tour
immediately.
run.
Absolutely right.
Am I
You know
lying?
what? You're right.
Yeah.
You're not lying.
Am
No
I,
lies.
immediately. It wasn't even no bullshit. No, you
I'm
got
gonna
it.
stand firmly that the Kardashians are deaf to black men. Stay away.
They really
Go
are.
get you a Gabrielle Union and just like put babies in other women.
I think guys like what's
That was a
popular,
win
and
for
they
her.
are really popular.
No, I really wanted to win. She was sad about that shit, but so I ain't gonna do that to
Fuck
her.
out of here. Look, you don't have to carry your own baby.
That wasn't by choice though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
she has
that's
a. Yeah,
That's what I said. So
Yeah.
that's what I say. I can't call it a
Wait,
win
did
for
you
her.
guys hear that she made I think for Oprah wanted to come to our house and do like an interview. She said she wanted everybody vaccinated.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys agree with that?
That's her
If
house.
you want to be in my
You want to be in
motherfucking
my house? That's her
child.
house. I mean,
That's not too much though.
No,
No,
you want me to
that's my house.
My baby.
And my new
My
baby.
child.
Is she not gonna take the baby outside?
First of
though?
all, how you
like,
gonna figure out?
That's
more
that's
so
my
vaccinated.
thing. That's my thing.
I mean, they got enough money not
keep
to.
it away from it.
So it's
They
They got enough
everybody.
money not to.
Is everybody vaccinated that you come across? Is your parents vaccinated?
Right.
Is
Probably. Her.
Probably.
Is
Yeah,
the doctor's
probably,
office?
but-
Is the doctors coming to your house? Are they vaccinated?
never gonna leave the
They
house,
never. You
you
never
know.
leaving the house.
That
Like
baby
yeah,
work for a
that baby
medical
immune system weak
institution,
as a
though. You have
motherfucker,
to
sure.
be-
that is true.
Yeah, so it's
Right,
like
my
one
bad.
of
So
those
that was
annoying
one.
things.
That was something I shouldn't
Right.
even say because I know that I have family that are nurses. But it's like, is everybody in your life going to be vaccinated?
Right.
You
No,
gonna
but
take them to the store?
But you do want to take proper precautions as far as people entering your home.
Yeah.
Because that's it's different when you're at the market or you're at the doctor's office. You're there for what? How long?
And you know
But
these
still,
weirdos
but
be doing
that
Hollywood.
gets fast. I mean, things get. I mean, I don't know. Me being a mother, my son is 12 now. But it's like,
You got
me-
grown ass man. in
I
the
do.
house.
Me being, that's how I knew it. I got 5 on it. I know that song. But no, I think that, not saying that she should be careless who she has around her child, but I think it's good to expose your child to those things so it builds the immune system. I
Yeah,
thought
I'm
started
pretty sure
with
she's
a
not
little-
going to quarantine, but you gotta understand, like, she had multiple miscarriages, so she probably has a lot of trauma.
You right.
And she probably is holding on to this baby for dear life to make sure this baby survives.
She
and
probably
She know
thrives.
them weirdos in Hollywood out there doing like, nah.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of them
Still
are.
peeking, but I understand where she comes
Yeah,
from.
and you know what it's like, the paranoia of having that first child. So probably if she decides to have a second child, she's gonna be dangling that motherfucker.
Everybody come over.
She probably had everybody running. But that first child paranoia is like, you want to be the perfect mom. You want to make sure the child is healthy. By the time you have that second baby, the child be dangling off the damn steps. You don't give titties out. You don't give a shit. You butt naked. You cough. Like, all right, well, just bless you. Keep it push. Like, it really doesn't. It doesn't matter.
Got you.
So for the worst R&B and pop album, I have Tiana Taylor keep the same energy.
What's wrong with you?
I just think it was just not a cohesive project, and I want to hear what she originally made. Because she said Kanye West took out certain sounds.
All the shit she was putting on the live joints was. I was like, this shit's rocking. Yeah, we'd hear this shit.
Exactly, and it was not the same at all.
But I ain't gonna lie to that motherfucker. That remix, that Woo remix.
I like that.
I like that shit.
Yeah,
I listened to that shit once a day.
Yeah, I do like that.
I'll be that bitch like, what? I love you, bitch.
I love you, bitch.
Like, wife, you gotta understand something.
I have
I don't have a worst.
Really? Why not? It should be Nikki.
For R&B.
For everything.
She a nigga for real. Fuck up.
Who you got?
So I got Toni Braxton, I got The Weeknd, I got Post Malone, and then I got Jacquees.
First of all, that
R&B.
Weeknd album is only for people who's ready to commit suicide. That is
The
the
Weeknd?
most.
Yeah, I'm not listening to it.
What is it? What is it called? The My Dear Melancholy.
My Dear Melancholy. Yeah.
First of all, I never even. heard that.
If he named it that, y'all should have knew what the fuck he was getting into before.
That's why
I didn't know it was gonna be that.
It was
I need
direct
a
line to someone.
Yeah, I need the House of
Somebody should have
Balloons
reached out to him
Thursday.
and said, okay.
Yeah.
Even those albums were depressing, but it was like when you drunk and high and you just stuck.
Yeah, when you're in that middle phase.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're feeling a little saucy.
I recommend it to people who are first introducing them, like the 22s who just really getting into drinking and finding out what they like.
What, this My Dear Melancholy?
No, I'm talking about the balloon, like that whole like
you gonna roll
listen to
the
the
suicide.
trilogy.
Whoa.
Listen to the trilogy. Is this
Go to
where you wanna
Thursday. Go to House
Yeah.
of Balloons. You don't want this. But
Yeah,
I
you
got
don't want this
Jacquees
for you.
twice.
Jacquees is definitely the worst. I don't even know if he has an album, but I just want to.
He did.
I think it's like 14,
He had an album, and the album wasn't even that bad. But
It wasn't he wasn't horrible until he did this whole
yeah, I'm just
King
like,
Army thing.
push your own shit. Stop doing everybody else's shit.
Right.
I didn't know how many remixes he's done because I just thought he only did trap.
He's the king of remixes.
This nigga
been
is like
doing
Suede the remix guy.
No, this nigga don't know who he want to be.
He's
He
like
want to
the
look
new
like Lil
Diddy.
Wayne and
Dance
sing
like
like
Neo.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
Listen, he's
Turkey.
to
And
me.
sing everybody
Remember
else's
when
song.
Diddy was doing that, doing all the remixes?
It's
Won't
Diddy,
Stop?
though.
But he's like, to me, if he wanted to say he's like the king of remixes, then I probably would be like, okay, you got that. But
I
you're
would
not
get
the king of fucking
nothing,
R&B.
If I would give that crown to
Just
anybody
say
right now,
no.
it had to be
That's
Tory
a
Lanez.
stretch.
Tory
You
Lanez.
literally-
I like Tory
I like
Lanez.
Tory.
He would only want to be able to get that king of remixes shit to right now. He don't
No,
want to give it
his
to.
remixes be on fucking
Yeah.
point. His
Who else?
cheeks,
Like, 'cause who else?
Mixtapes.
Yeah, I want him. This Chick Tape 5 gonna be like, he told me he going to do Girls Tape 5 with the remixes, but everybody he do the remix of the songs he wrote. He gonna have them on.
Yeah.
gonna have
I
them on
did
the
hear
song.
that.
I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
gonna
gonna
be
be
hot.
dope.
That's gonna be
That's
hot.
gonna be
Okay.
super dope. Bro, who you got?
I didn't make a worse list. I told you.
She said she'd make it worse. List. She's so optimistic. I love it.
I did.
Yeah, because when if it was worth, I just cut the shit off and delete out the iTunes. I don't even. I'm like, I don't need to listen to this anymore.
Hey, we had these conversations.
Also,
up my
Justin
memory.
Timberlake, Man in the Woods. I really thought.
Liked it?
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I swear.
He flip flopped on us. I'm like, dude,
it
how
was really bad.
you just got J's, and now you gonna go back in the woods? Like all this time you've been black, but now you want to go back to your country? Nah, man.
It was like
Your
literally
country.
2 songs,
I ain't
and
rolling.
I tried my best to like it. I tried because I love Justin Timberlake. I only like 2 songs, but the album it was trying to be too much. You're trying to do country, you're trying to do rock, and you're trying to do like electric,
called Man in the
electronic.
Woods.
I don't know what
I'm
the
not
fuck.
Man in the Woods. I get it. Yeah. Nah.
It sounded like it was a man in the woods.
right?
Who literally had no clue what he was doing. So, yeah. So on to our top 5 things that have happened for the culture of 2018. I'm just going to start it with motherfucking Wakanda forever. Bitch. That's how I feel.
That was on my good albums list. That
album.
That fucking album is hard.
Kendrick did an
That
amazing
album
job.
is hard.
I still listen to
forgot
that
to
shit
put it
too.
in. Yeah.
The best thing that happened to the culture, in
I
my
was gonna
opinion,
say that.
was me
Who?
unfollowing Laverne Cox from Instagram.
Bye.
She got on my goddamn- with all those dancing stuff. I had to make it so known. I even DM'd her. I was like, listen, I'm tired of you. And I screenshotted it and put it on Twitter, and everybody was like, retweeting.
Oh, Laverne Cox.
Yeah, Laverne
Is
Cox.
it transgender?
I had to get rid of her.
Actor.
Oh, okay.
Trans-
Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Don't
I
follow
was
her.
trying to make sure, like, is that what I think
What are you
Yeah.
about to say?
it is? Not just remember. I
Bitch
remember the
got
name.
on my nerves. I'm telling you. Got on my goddamn nerves. I had to delete
Oh my
it.
gosh.
Okay.
All right.
So who you got for the culture?
Okay, so my I did my homework. Sis. So my number 5 was
No, do your one.
oh my number 1.
Mhm.
Cause it was between Cardi B and LeBron James. I put
Just say
LeBron.
both.
Cardi fan.
I am because I just felt like she just showed
This
us
is so crazy. Them
something
two
else.
sitting next to
I
each
know.
other.
Listen,
Cardi and
okay,
Nicki.
so I'm gonna go with LeBron James because he's like the damn GOAT. Like he created a whole school that not only help kids,
Yes, that was
it
good.
helps families. It's giving free lunch, STEM programs for the summer. He's a whole mood. Like he's a whole like inspiration to his peers and everybody else in the entertainment field. Like
It's more
that's
than basketball.
yeah, it's more than basketball. It's always about giving back, and that's
Fuck
a
yeah,
big
shut up
part
and
of my
drill.
life. Like.
Exactly.
But that was the one thing that was amazing for the culture.
Can I go back one? Sorry, I'm sorry. Even though Laverne Cox was really good for me in my life, but for the culture,
Clearly.
all the black women that were voted into Congress.
Absolutely.
this
I
past-
did that
Yes.
too.
Yeah,
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 I had
yeah.
a whole like
Yeah.
I did the LBGT community. Like
Yeah.
it's 134 openly LGBTQSWV members in a house in the state of house.
Hold up.
Y'all know
I'm gonna sound ignorant.
it's so
Is that really all the letters?
No.
Okay, because I'm like, goddamn.
Listen,
I'm like, y'all need to cut some of that shit out.
it's
Cut it out.
LBGTQ.
Too many fucking letters.
Yeah, not SWV.
God.
Right. I was dead ass. Just now, like, because every time I turn on it, it keep changing. I'm like, I'm like, why y'all keep
I
adding?
feel like they added a P for the, like they're trying to do something with the pedophilia.
Whoa.
No, we're not
no,
talking about
no,
that.
they're
No,
not.
cut that.
I was reading some fake news.
No, you
No,
were.
you're
I
right,
wasn't.
though.
Yeah,
Fake news.
they're trying to make
news.
pedophilia a part of
Yes,
this.
because they're trying to say that
age doesn't
they're trying
matter.
to create normalcy
No,
for
they
pedophilia. Because in the DSM-5, they've made some changes as far as how they diagnose pedophilia. That's a whole different.
I think you should give midgets.
Yeah.
What?
Get
What?
midgets.
Give a midget. If you
If you
pedophile,
like a child,
just
That makes
just mess with a
sense.
midget.
Are
Same
you
time.
interested in looking for a
That's a midget.
pedophile? Get on shortmenow.com.
Get a midget.
No.
If you're a pedophile, get a midget.
We're not giving them midgets.
But no, that makes sense. Like
it
it's
does.
Give
It's
them
a
midgets.
child, like the
They
height.
adults. They just pocket time.
Midgets' lives matter. Like what
They
about
do.
midgets? Do they
No,
want
no, no.
pedophiles?
Yo, you should.
No. I'm saying
Get outta here.
no. I'm not saying like just give midgets like, oh, here's your midget for the day. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like,
What is she saying?
Let's serve them midgets
You know what I'm
in jail
saying?
time. Give
why
them a
don't they?
midget.
Why don't they like have? Why don't they try to deal with adult midgets? You know what I'm saying? That are the size of
No,
children,
like, if you
but are not children. This is
my
hell
God.
wild fucked up. Oh, I'm glad I got a political connection right now.
No little person wants to feel like they're a child.
I love midgets though. You know what I'm saying? Midgets are great.
What would the midget do for the guy? Like
just be small.
dress
little
up in
people.
little like school.
No, why would wear regular clothes? Kids wear regular clothes. They just small. I love midgets. I mean, look.
Inappropriate.
I know I see a midget when I go walk outside. It's gonna be a great day.
Like it's a lucky ass.
Yeah, yo. You don't see midgets every day.
He said it's gonna be a fabulous day.
You did.
I don't need this umbrella. What the fuck?
Look at him. Hey, give me down low.
Be a midget.
Oh my
You don't tell a midget up top. Tell a midget down low.
Wow.
Yo, I'm over here dying right now. My stomach hurts so bad. Thank you you, Dedrick, for your keen logic.
I'm just look. Hey,
Bringing a solution to the pedophilia problem.
I'm the idea guy.
Listen, if you got a problem, you gotta have a solution.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a simple solution. Get midgets. That's it.
Is that also part of your culture in top culture?
As a matter of fact, it is. Give a midget.
I propose midgets.
Exactly. I propose midgets.
Solution.
You got a problem? I got a fucking solution. And if they don't get if they don't want the midget, just
Let's
castrate
just
them.
make midgets the fix for everything.
Oh my
Got a
gosh.
struggling economy.
Makes you happy. Midgets makes you happy.
They
Little
use
people.
less food.
I'm sorry, little
Little
people
people.
make you happy.
Little people.
That's, hey, and midget chicks be having fat butts, man.
Yep.
Y'all can say what you want to. They be holding.
Now, is that titty
They be
big
holding.
because they're shorter? or-
No, they just compact. Yeah, I
What
mean,
size
they-
bras do they wear?
I don't think they ever look big.
Yeah.
huh?
I don't think me
Midget
neither.
titties
I
always
know the
look like
ass
they like
is-
real full to
Shit,
me.
I seen a midget with some big titties.
Oh my goodness.
I guess they look full because they small.
Are you
but-
talking about midgets or like dwarfs? Because there's a difference.
What's the difference?
Dwarfs are undeveloped. Like
They're
So are
like
midgets. I mean,
midgets
little
are like they're just short, but they got big titties, big asses,
big kids.
big fingers.
Let's go.
Okay, next.
I'm not gonna expose my website journeys, but you know.
Oh, shit, I don't watch midget porn. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Midget porn be funny as fuck.
It's good.
I don't give a shit.
And like midget lesbian porn.
Who the
is,
fuck are
like,
you to judge me?
awesome.
Midget porn is funny as
Cause
fuck.
Listen,
Midget porn is
midget
fucking
porn
hilarious.
always lasts like 3 minutes long.
That's
It's like
So everything
quick.
shorter?
Everything is done. Everything is one and
This
done.
shit gonna get pulled. It's gonna get pulled. Oh man.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack my bunch of midgets.
Listen,
I'm going
love
to.
you, little people.
I'm really going to go watch midget porn when I leave here, guys. I
That's
need
just
the
gonna blow
hype
your mind,
is.
I
child.
saw like
Bridget
a
the midget?
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching a child.
Yo,
almost,
I
like,
did
it's
not
weird
know
to
that
me.
it
No,
exists. I didn't know
I
it
can't do
exists.
it.
I ain't
Are
like
you
watching
serious?
this.
Yes.
What
Wait,
you
what?
say?
What?
Didn't know it existed.
I love fashion.
Any freaky shit that you can think of is porn for.
But
Any
yo,
freaky
it's just some
shit.
things that you just don't.
Anything your twisted mind can think of, somebody done already put that shit on film and they doing
Most
it.
likely a 55
two girls in a
white
cup,
man.
right.
You feel
filmed
me?
it.
You name it, it's out there.
Oh god.
Damn.
I have like a legit 6-pack right now.
I know.
It's so hard.
Okay.
That is
shit is
absolutely
I
Where were
almost
we?
walked
Are
out.
you
Like, what
still
are we
on
talking
culture?
about?
He doesn't get a chance to
Back
talk
to
about
our
the
top
culture.
cultural
Gosh.
moments of 2018.
I said 2015. Lord, get me out of here.
Am I just doing one thing right now?
Yeah, just one.
do what
The
you like.
announcement of the Millennium Tour is pretty epic.
I love it when you do that right there. You gotta just chicken it. And you gotta chicken
I
it.
can miss
I
It
am
is.
not ready to see a bunch of
It
damn
is.
near
Thank you so
40-year-old
much.
men and women
Well, you don't have to go.
talking about bump. Oh, I'm not fucking going. Talking about bump.
I'm be like this and he was gonna touch.
I can do a
I'm
prom
be all
mob
that shit.
like
See?
reunion type
Yeah,
situation.
I need all of that. I need all
Okay.
this nostalgia.
Yes.
Yo,
I'm
this
gonna
shit
get-
is gonna be fucking hilarious.
It's gonna be trash.
I'm getting me
No, it's not.
some baggy
Yeah, it
pants
is.
with the Tommy Hilfiger
Yeah,
shirt
it
with the
is.
All of
connecting
them
with the
got five
fat, the
children,
Jenny
everybody
ponytail,
else.
the
And
navy
your navy
out.
How you gonna
Like,
go back on tour with a group? Talk about
It's a
B2K.
lot
Gotta
of
pay
them.
their taxes.
When not even that. That y'all done talked about how y'all manager done diddled one of the dudes in the goddamn.
That was just
Negative.
Raz B. He was
What
going
was
through a
his
rough
name?
time.
Chris?
How you going on tour with these motherfuckers? Like, yo, you know I was getting fucked. You gonna talk about this
Maybe
shit?
he's not. Maybe he's not that manager anymore. Maybe he won't manage.
Yeah, I
It
think
don't
they
matter.
have Crystal.
You niggas knew.
Maybe they didn't.
Maybe they didn't.
Cut the shit.
Maybe it wasn't even true.
First
Maybe
of all,
Raz B
you
did
can't
that
be
for just
publicity,
B2K without
yeah.
knowing that somebody is getting
Fine.
somebody was DTF. Somebody was
Somebody's
DTF and
For the check.
B2K, and it happened.
That's the thing.
Period,
But,
okay.
all right, so I have Beyonce's Coachella. What's her?
I'm really disturbed.
By the
Can
midgets.
you- no.
Oh.
no.
You can think about the midgets.
The midgets are perplexing. Like
Midgets are
you
great.
gotta
First of all,
gather
Jordan has a
that.
fetish for midgets.
I don't have no fetish for midgets.
It's all on his
Only
IG
midget I got
timeline.
is your ass. You the
No,
only little
they
person
shorter
I
than
got.
Hey man, don't let that king
Shorter
shame
than
you.
me.
I'm about to say,
Don't let that king
I'm
shame
not.
you.
I was
She
just like,
just
this what
said.
you
That's
don't
stand
let
up for
her.
mine.
Don't let her
Okay.
small
That's
people
not one
shame
of
you.
Not one of
So what's
So what you gonna say?
No, now y'all done fucked up the whole thing.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm so disturbed. How is Cardi B good for the culture? Because someone in
First of all, the album was 2017, by the way.
Let me-
album.
Privacy.
Oh, wait. Damn, it was
this year.
It was
this
17.
year.
This year.
It was this
2018.
year.
This year.
Don't do that. It was
It
this
came out
year.
February 2018.
Yeah.
You have to ask Google.
Okay, I
gotta
said she
ask
was good for the culture because it was just, to me, it was good to see a woman go through infidelity, pregnancy, having a baby, an album, a flashing line, taking over the chart. She really was like a whole black woman, and she was resilient. Seriously, she was resilient. She had, to me, being a Cardi fan from when she had the Chucky doll and when she had like 113. Yeah, so you wasn't a Cardi fan back then.
I just knew her.
That's why T was
When
still fucked up.
yeah,
That's
when she had like 100K followers, it was like,
That's why
you
T
know,
was still
seeing her
fucked up.
then and now, it was like to see how mature a woman could be and can grow. To
I
me,
just
it was
like
good for the
Cardi
culture of women.
because she's just an authentic person.
yeah.
I love
Absolutely.
people being true to who they are and
Any
not
woman that
letting
can make me laugh as much as
fame-
Cardi do, I'm fucking with.
Seriously.
Yeah, like
She made
she
me
don't care
giggle
about the
like a shit.
fame. She just make her music,
her.
be herself, and keep it pushing.
Absolutely.
She doesn't change. The only thing she did change were her teeth, and she was honest about that. Like I can appreciate any person who is that
that
authentic.
transparent.
And so she's always gonna be great for the culture because she's always gonna be true to herself.
I don't
and that's
think that-
hard to find.
I don't think that it's about the culture in this sense because I think that Cardi should that should resonate with all women. Like just being themselves. Don't be like Cardi B, but be like yourself. Like so if you are somebody that's funny and that's like really dope, blah blah blah, express those things. You know, give the world the gift that you were given. But at the same time, I don't think that relates.
It
to
does
the
though
culture.
because if
But
I think
it
you
relates-
are a person
I think it
who-
relates more to like the universal sense of what women should, you know, embody, you know, and just only just because I want to be very specific.
Okay.
Only in individuality, just show who you are as a person. That's it.
Right, but
And
you
I
need to
get
have
that.
examples to be comfortable being an individual. Because she doesn't
Absolutely.
come from great beginnings. She comes from humble beginnings. She, you know, was a stripper. She did things that's not the moral way of life. And to be able to take all of that and still overcome all of that, I think she is a great, excuse me, role model for people who come from the slums and come from like horrible traumatic past and still say I still rise. So I can appreciate somebody who's like that and still be authentic in their shit.
Yes, and
And
especially
still smack a bitch with a shoe if she wants
absolutely, especially in the time and age that we in. Like for example, and this is no way to shade Nicki, but like look at a Nicki Minaj. I'm so serious. It was shady.
But I'm mad she had
Fuck
to give
it.
me this like quick disclosure.
I had
It's not
to.
shade, honey.
Not shade,
It's
but
just
Let me
facts.
come for you for one
Definitely
But
shade.
no,
Yeah.
when I say that, it's like it's good. It's so refreshing to see a woman be transparent in a time and age where everybody is fake. Everybody
Facts.
has fake voices and fake personas. We don't really get to see the people who we
Yeah.
admire in a real light like we do Cardi.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like she's amazing for the culture because she reminds us and she lets us know that it's okay to be who you are. Going to back to what you said, the individuality. She lets us know that like be yourself. It's okay, and we have that example. Like
Right.
you know.
But I'm
Yeah.
just really just capitalizing on the points that individuality is primary because like I mean I think Cardi B has done like her career is dope. I don't have any like bad thing to say about a Cardi B situation. I just know that like I want like black women specifically. Now I'm talking to specific groups. I'm talking about black women itself. I'm just saying like be yourself. You know, like, you don't have to subscribe to, you know, like, the superficial factors of, like, you know, pop stars and, like, out to daytime. Like, you know, be yourself. If you're a stripper in a club and you love
Do that shit with pride.
yeah, if you love popping your ass, pop your ass. And if you that bitch in the office and you
Be
just
that
love
bitch.
and you just love working and you love taking care of your family, you know, let the world know that. Show that to your friends and family. Be that person. You know, that's the only thing I'm promoting.
Just do you.
Just do you.
do you,
Because
be
I don't
you.
want you. I don't want people to get like lost in like the. Because when you like, you can ask somebody like, "Would you want your child to be like Nicki Minaj?" And your answer will be like, "Hell, fucking no." And then like somebody be like, "Do you want your child to be like, you know, Cardi B? Because you praise Cardi B a lot, blah blah blah." You'd be like, "Hell, fucking no." Like nobody. I just want each person, you know, and this is women, men, blah blah blah. Be yourself, you know, promote your individuality and, you know, be proud of the things that you've been through and the things that you're going through and always be honest. That's it.
All right, moving on.
Right.
So my Beyonce Coachella,
Yeah,
the first Black woman to ever headline, and the fact that she turned that into a Mahalia Jackson HBCU Black family reunion was a life for me.
Yes.
And Beyonce's work ethic is just, it's no words that can describe how magnificent she really is. And so Coachella with the band and the dancers and just all her hard work, and I just felt like I was right at like Howard University, Morgan State, FAMU. Like I felt like I was experiencing HBCU, and to show that to a culture that has no idea, because Coachella is for white hippies, drugged out, having a good time. So to show them true Black excellence at its purest form with all these people, I can do nothing but respect it. Because she could have been on some, I'm going to just keep it regular, traditional Destiny Child pop. She was like, nah, I'm going to show you.
You going to catch
all
this
this
whole HBCU
melanin.
fade.
You going to catch all this, and you going to like it. And you got nothing you can do about it. And it was just absolutely amazing. And to show
I've
that
been
to
a question that white people love fucking Black culture. They take that shit every day.
Every day, yeah.
But
They-
it's
them
certain aspects
Kardashians.
of it they don't know, especially when it comes
And they
to
can't- and they just
HBCU
can't.
or certain songs. Amazing Grace, they don't really know like certain things that resonate with Black people and our struggle and how it really ties to that. They might can see like, oh, she has swag, quote unquote, or she's stylish, quote unquote, or I like her hair, let me touch it. But they really don't understand like the tradition and how it really impacts us as a family, as a culture, and things like that. So
Especially
I just
that-
thought it was monumental.
That
for
whole
her to do that.
HBCU thing, like she did
Yo,
the
that
band,
was
and
just-
the dances, the steppers.
And she sung.
And she sung. Yeah.
Lift every voice and sing. It don't get no blacker.
Bigger than that.
That is the Black national anthem. Anytime you hear a Black person sing, lift every voice and sing. You talk about somebody who wants to pledge allegiance. That's the only way you can get Black people to pledge allegiance
We
to
did.
anything.
She
If you
used to sing
sing.
that shit in elementary school.
Yeah.
White people are like, what version is this? Let me Google this. I've never heard of
can't.
this. But yeah, like I just felt like I was at home, like with my grandmother or something. It was just life changing. So
Yeah.
shout out to Beyonce.
Yeah,
for-
I'm glad you mentioned that though, because it did give you like a sense of community, you know,
Yeah.
based off of, you know, like things that you've already known and grown and experienced. Yeah, I think Beyonce is like, she's so like good at bringing flavor to these very plain, you know, type things. And not
Very
to
vanilla.
say Coachella is, you know, a plain
It is.
situation. What do you mean? Carlos Santana, you know, changed Coachella forever after his,
True.
you know, guitar solo that one time or whatever, and he was high as shit off of acid or whatever. But still, Beyonce brought this, you know, this vibe, and I'm
Just,
curious to
blackness.
see who their headliner is next year, because I think
You
that
can't top that.
yeah, you can't top it. And just much respect to the person who comes after, you know, that has to, you know,
Filling those
perform
shoes.
after that. Like, great.
Good luck. I think Kanye West supposed to be performing out.
Get
That
the
ain't for
hell
the
outta
culture.
here.
Oh, one other thing for the culture that I had, you know what I'm saying, season 2 of Atlanta.
Get the
Okay,
fuck out
yeah.
of here.
That-
Of what?
Atlanta.
Oh shit! I thought you said hip hop. Hip hop, because I hated that show. First of all, I just want to say, fuck you, Mona Scott Young.
This
Fuck
fucking
you.
guy.
You ain't shit.
Fuck you.
We agree
I'm
on
sorry.
something,
Back to
bro.
my friend.
We agree on something.
Atlanta, not fucking loving hip hop. Not
All
fucking
I
hip
heard
hop.
was Atlanta. I'm just like, I know this motherfucker did not just say that.
No, the fuck I didn't.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So why
fucking
Atlanta?
It's fucking great.
It was.
I just watched the first season. I'm sorry. I need
What?
to catch up.
Huh?
You ain't seen Gator Man?
didn't-
Oh, shit. Oh,
That shit
Yo.
actually deserved the
Yo.
Golden Globe.
Yo,
That
I fucking
shit was
laughed.
so
Oh,
funny.
shit.
I still got that
Yeah,
shit
man.
on my DVR, and I still watch that shit
Shit was
back
hilarious.
over and over and over again. Oh my god,
That
I
was literally
don't give a fuck what
what
nobody say. I love Donald Glover. That dude is fucking great.
Yeah, I think he's an amazing
He's talented
writer.
as fuck. Like
Yeah,
each
he is.
episode was a totally different show, and that's what the best.
Gotcha.
It was like every show was a different genre.
Yeah.
Like even when he did the was it the Teddy
Yeah.
Teddy Perkins?
yo. Now that shit freaked me out a little bit. I was like,
No, that shit was very
this is
creepy.
fucking weird. but I like
it was great.
But
Right,
I fucking like
exactly. Exactly. It was very
But then
great.
he showed up to like the Golden Globes.
Yes,
but
he
it
did.
wasn't him.
But it wasn't him. It was like some random man.
Yeah,
But
then
it was just like
Weird,
him.
too, right?
Then he was in Solo. He been busy as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Him and Jordan are just on this nerd run, and I can definitely appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's not
Britt,
nerd.
who you
Just
got
being
for
who
the
he
culture?
is.
Good thing, right?
Yeah.
That Colin Kaepernick was still supported by Nike. When that
Hey.
ad came out.
That was one of mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of
Man,
mine.
the memes from that shit was so
Listen,
good.
they was burning down everything.
I love it, but it's funny though.
The R. Kelly meme.
Nike timed that great because he was already signed to Nike. He had been signed to Nike.
Yeah, exactly.
But they still
Just
let
a
it.
day,
They still
yeah.
let it fly. But it's like
Nike was patient. They were patient.
yeah, but they selling guns to both sides.
Yeah, they had to
Because
see what
the
would
NFL
go.
still got they still got the NFL contract for the next 5 or 6 years, something like that.
Right.
And we gonna do the Colin Kaepernick thing. You have to
We're
win.
waiting to see what the public did.
Right, but they also were smart enough to know what side of history they want to be on. So yeah, they might be selling guns to both parties right now, but once things progressively go the left way, they can cut all of that shit off to the right. Not saying that they would, but they already have chips. Like it's one of those things.
No, I'm
like,
not mad at it.
if all
I'm just
falls,
yeah.
I'm chilling with them. But it was the reaction for that was just so crazy. For like people burning their stuff, and it's like, but you still got that NFL jersey though, bro. Like you still
watching
got
for you still
you're still endorsing them,
right?
Because you didn't burn. You just burned one pair, and the Nikes that they burnt, I haven't seen those in like since '87.
Wait.
Oh no, that's the wave now. Them dad shoes, the Monarchs, that's the wave now.
Yeah.
those shit is horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh y'all just wearing them dad shoes? Yeah, y'all fucking suck.
I think that wasn't Virgil Dossi appointed Nike's creative director this year?
He's Louis Vuitton, right?
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton,
yeah.
I want to say that as my culture.
Oh, yeah,
because that's
what's
my
up.
guy. Virgil.
Yeah.
He makes the plainest shit. I'm sorry. He makes the plainest shit super fashionable. So
he has the number one. It was either number one or number two, top fashion line for.
That sound like a hater again.
Off-white.
Off-white shit
Off-white.
is so fucking overrated. That shit is so fucking
Off-white Nike Air Maxes.
All that off-white shit is fucking mock-ups. Y'all can kiss my ass for that bullshit. I'm not paying $500 for that. Man,
Absolutely
suck my
not.
dick from the back. All that, is... Oh my god, that shit is so... Because I love shoes.
Virgil worked really hard. And I had watched this little documentary situation that he has.
Really? He worked really hard on that?
I'm not on that, but I'm talking about in his career. Like he
in his career,
hard
but I'm
as
talking about
an
the off-white
engineer
line.
And then just,
I'm talking about the off-white line.
I think the off-white line is just like showing like how minimalist, think. Like, it's just minimalist.
Or just how
Don't white on my shoes, dog.
How stupid
No,
people
off.
are with a price tag.
Check. Arrow down. I'm gonna put 3 stitches on them. They mock-ups. I'm not doing it. It's mock-ups. You got 3 stitches on my check. If I snag something walking by, my shit coming off. I done spent $500 and my whole fucking check laying off. Nigga, we gonna fight.
Facts.
I immediately got an issue.
Congratulations.
I'm like, I don't fucking get it. They stamping the side. Man, get this shit the fuck up. Then you make some Converse and put bootleg on them shits.
What?
Bootleg. Yeah, bootleg. Bootleg.
That's what he really said? Seriously?
You see my face?
You're lying.
The Converses
Google
had,
it.
I only
Google
seen
it.
the one, the off-white Converses.
Google it.
To me, I thought they were nice.
Tori, who do you got for the culture?
But no hate though.
Okay,
I just
so
ain't feeling
I
that off-white
had
line.
Nikki. I had
For the culture?
For the culture.
Positive?
No, we're talking about positive.
You thought
What
Nikki
she
was
did?
positive for
my
the
bad.
culture?
Girl, I'm sorry. I meant to say I had Cardi and LeBron. I had Kaepernick, and then I had the LBGT people. LBGTQ in Congress.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think my last one was like Issa Rae. She was good for the culture because she's making it known that she's not working with like a predominantly white
Absolutely.
Production
company. Yeah.
As she
So, and I think that's amazing because it sets the tone for people coming up like
Yeah, I love black television.
Me too.
yeah we need black television. I feel like, and they have to wake up and start including us.
Yeah, because we have a story to tell, and it's so many different stories, and we need to have that platform to do so. So, Britt, do you have anything?
Prince Harry marrying Meghan Markle.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck up
Yes.
that whole bloodline. put
Was that really
some
our culture, dude?
Negro in
Yes.
the
Yeah, that
in
was
the
very-
cast
line.
Yes.
Because they was tight over that motherfucker. They was.
I'm surprised I didn't see the
They was
queen
like,
jump out of
this
the damn
motherfucker.
castle.
Right.
I forgot all about
have a
that.
colored-
Good one.
I know the queen really said, this nigga. I know she said that shit
Y'all
one
did
time.
Shit, when Mama Oprah showed up, they like, okay, this is all right.
This is real black.
Television, yeah.
First of all, can we
Black,
talk about the black ass preacher they had
Oh my
at the
gosh.
wedding? I don't know where they got Tyrone from, but he was preaching his ass off like he was at some
What about
Episcopal
Aretha's
Baptist.
funeral? I'm sorry.
Yo.
Down for the culture. You know what? She
Yeah,
had an outfit change.
The
What?
Clark
They changed the outfit.
The Clark sisters.
She was a diva even in death. Like, yo, cut this shit out.
6 hours long. We
That
got
was longer than
It was
that.
longer than
It was
that.
longer than that.
And,
Like
and then the
10
preacher
hours
was a whole
broadcast.
creep with Ariana Grande.
Yes.
I was like, oh, this nigga nasty. Look at this nasty nigga here.
That nigga
Oh.
was nasty.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the real wedding was definitely great.
Yeah.
And she's pregnant, so I'm
With
pretty
the
sure
twins,
the
they said?
queen has called them a muggle, and it's very rude.
She called him a muggle? You lying. You was lying to me. She ain't calling that baby no muggle.
Her soul did.
my
Her
God.
spirit on the inside.
Yo, I'm gonna say, what in the bed knobs and broomsticks?
Listen.
What the? What's she say? You muggle. What?
It's probably gonna be that child's nickname on the low around the house,
Jesus.
from the castle.
That's fucked up.
And she don't follow the rules. Like she did something like stay up late, cause you know she has to be.
I about to
asleep
say that. Do y'all
when
know the queen is
asleep.
sleep? Can't nobody sleep until she
What?
sleep.
Yeah, nobody can sleep.
Can't
until
nobody
she
eat
sleep.
until she eats. Yeah.
Like
The
she's
queen
supposed to
and
wear
me
certain
had
like nail
problems. I would
polish.
just tell her
So
straight
she
up.
wore like a black nail polish to like Britain Fashion Week or something. They're
Shit,
like,
I would
she's
not-
breaking all the rules. She's the next Diana, because you know the queen hated Diana, because you know that bitch. So with
She was
all
doing her
the
own
shit,
thing.
that's why they killed her. But yeah, hopefully they don't kill her.
Yeah, you supposed to wear hats when you come outside. You're supposed
It's
to.
a whole bunch
yeah,
of
it's a whole
rules
lot
that
of the
I
hell
don't
you gotta
want.
wear.
She
I wouldn't even want to be
heels.
in that family. I'm
You
out.
got- it's everybody
good.
in the royal family like dead ass. Like the queen can be late as shit to dinner. They cannot eat unless she's there. Unless she eat first.
Look, grandmama.
She gotta hold her bag.
I'm hungry.
The Duds
I got me a
got-
Slim
they
Jim or
got
something in
their
my
own-
pocket. This old bitch tripping.
No, for
Yeah,
real.
no,
Like you
fuck
better.
that.
I'm hungry
they ain't
right
gonna
now.
know.
Yeah, but I couldn't be able to do it. Oh, and back to my Wakanda Forever.
Yes.
I have to say, it touched my heart to see so many black kids be inspired by seeing a black superhero. And people think representation doesn't matter.
Oh,
and
it definitely does.
does.
They showed them.
Because to see little kids fighting over, like, who are they going to be, opposed to being
No.
Superman or Batman.
It's not even that.
What?
Seeing little white kids want to be Black Panther is the fucking
Shit,
best shit in
yo.
the world.
I'm
That's the
tired of
best.
them. I
No,
don't
because
wanna see that.
you've never seen that shit before.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I want to be the Black fucking Panther. Little white boy, up top, give me some. Well, down low, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That shit was great.
I think it was just great all around. And it just brought a sense of community. It was so positive. And my biggest thing is just having that same energy for real life Wakanda, which is whatever city you in. So support your black businesses, support people's dreams, so we can have Wakanda forever in real life. I mean, not with vibranium and shit like that, but however, we can use our resources to create a better community for people of color. So I hope that it inspires people to do positive things in their community and not just be gun-ho on something
Yeah, that
that's
shit
not
was
real.
man. Like the movie theater I was in. That shit was so lit. When the last song come on, lights came out. It was a straight party in the motherfucking
Yeah.
joint.
Yeah.
People
I'm
had
ready to
congos,
go
they had
to war again.
bongos,
They
people
was
shit
were
was
passing
fire.
out
Like,
plates. People
Plates?
were in the dash.
Yeah.
Yes, they had
Oh,
plates. They had
it was
cookouts.
Yeah.
pictures of-
Yeah.
yeah.
They had
Yeah, my-
Not where I was,
African
but-
dancing.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
They had
My movie theater was a full blown party when it went off. When that song came on, that was a full blown
Y'all,
party.
please don't take my black card from me. I watched Wakanda Forever when it came on Netflix. That was the first time me seeing it because I cannot deal with the hype. Like you said earlier, like I don't want to hear anything
respect
about
that.
it.
Did you buy a ticket?
No.
Get out.
I'll take that one, but I listen.
I saw it 4 times in movie theaters.
Whoa.
I saw it
four
5 times in
on
movie
Netflix.
theater.
Yeah.
I only saw it
And bought
4.
the DVD.
Yeah, wow. I only saw it 4 times, only because like I just
Was
wanted
excited
to
the first
support it.
time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wanted to support the film as much as I
want that
could.
shit to make as much fucking money as
And
it
it
could.
did.
Yeah.
It did. You guys
Yeah,
did an
and
amazing
remember,
job.
like last year we were talking about this on the Good, Bad, Ugly episode 1, and we were saying how we wanted this to be the highest grossing movie, like,
Didn't you give
and to
away?
speak that into
To
existence,
existence.
it's still the top grossing U.S. movie.
In history, I believe, right?
Yes.
Right.
So like to not only say that, but to have the numbers support that. Oh my goodness, it just makes my heart extremely happy.
No, actually, I think what's name beat it. I think the what's name finally beat it.
What?
The Avengers?
Yeah, that last.
Well,
Avengers,
no. Not a
But,
collaboration though. Just like a singular superhero movie on its own.
Oh, okay.
Still number one of all time. So to have that $1 billion and like, man, to have that shown in China, to have it just oh my goodness, it just makes me so happy just to show Black people in a positive light. And
Look, that shit when I get the car. I'm always ready to go to war again. That's shit right there. That shit be rocking.
all right, so let's talk about the 5 bad things that happen for the culture.
Donald Trump.
Well, he's just a horrible person for all cultures until he's out of here. But I did say Kevin Hart in the Oscars. I thought,
Why?
I just thought it was trash. I think for you to dig up somebody's past and use that against him, especially when he's repeatedly apologized for the things that he has said, it just sickens me that people will start to use social media as a weapon opposed to allowing people to grow. Because if we all looked in our past, whether it's on social media or not, who we were 5 years ago, who we were 10 years ago, we probably weren't the best individuals, but we needed time to grow, have some experience, deal with life. And so the fact that they gave this to him and said, like, oh, well, if you don't apologize, we're going to snatch this away from you. It's like, bitch, been there, done that. And for the people who haven't heard my apology, I'll apologize, but I'm still going to step down because you're not going to play me like that. So I just thought it was bad for the culture because I just think that weaponizing social media to expose people of their flaws opposed to seeing how much they have grown. Because Kevin Hart has been dominating the box office. And what is the majority of the people who are coming out to see them? It's white people. And then they use these same people that's on these stupid ass boards to dig up the worst possible shit on someone and just say, you know what, fuck it. If you don't bow down to us, we're just gonna take this shit away from you. And like I can't respect that whatsoever. So I just hope that in the future, stop using fucking social media as a weapon and throwing people under the bus. Because if you would have saw or seen the shit I did in 2009, 2010, you probably would hate me too.
But you know what's crazy about it is the people that's bringing this shit up is the left side of the media.
Oh yeah,
It's
absolutely.
it's liberals, and it's like it's crazy because for so long we ain't had the power.
True.
So now that we got the power, we weaponizing everything and making everything. I'm like, yo, pick what side
Pick
you
a
want to be on.
side, exactly. Pick
The
a
fuck you
side.
want to do? Like, cause now that you have the power, you doing the same bullshit that you was mad at the right for doing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? What you want to do? You want to be the power? You want fairness? You want no? What
Yeah,
the
like
fuck are you
pick a
doing?
side. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking retarded. So I mean, and yeah, fuck yeah, I feel you, Kevin. Fuck them niggas.
Yeah. Who you got?
We're doing it worse, right? I want to say Donald Trump for government shutdown. That was one of mine because that was the most recent thing that I had noticed because I like my like I have an older sister who works for the government and she's like really having to duck and dodge and do all these weird ass things just to have income Christmas for her children. So that was a very I guess you really don't understand unless you're directly affected by it. I'm not directly affected by it, but like somebody that I know very closely is. So Trump wanting a wall is so small, compared to everyday
and that wall ain't
lives.
gonna do shit.
And
it's already a wall there. Like fuck.
But like it just
You want more walls?
it's more important for the people who work everyday lives whose job is dependent whose health and family's well-being is depending on the check that they receive at whatever point or whatever. So it is a bit disturbing to feel like somebody wants something so small compared to the things that's so monumental in my life. You know what I mean? A wall doesn't change anything, and they have solutions that will work that he's just not trying to hear.
Just
You know,
like,
And the pussy shit is
I
that
hate that
you
man.
gonna say, I will gladly shut down the government, but then
Exactly.
once you do this shit, you tell well that's because the Democrats won't work.
it's not that.
What the fuck are you talking about, you bozo? You just gonna double back like you always do?
But everybody feels that this is wrong. You know, that this is stupid.
fucking
that,
stupid.
You know, so
Yeah.
but you know,
Send your wife back, bitch.
give us the cash that it would
send her back.
cost. Give us.
She can't even
Melina's
speak English.
check.
Send her the fuck back.
Yeah, she really.
I know you want to go on anyway.
Did y'all see
She
the
wanna
SNL
be gone.
skit of Melina's Christmas? So cute.
Tori, what you got for the culture?
Yo, I didn't have anything bad for the culture.
Really?
I mean, I got
thinking
stuff
nothing?
bad, but I ain't write it down. Like,
That's fine.
y'all, because I'm gonna just go with Trump. Like,
Yeah.
Him
Trump is always a
period.
good.
That's the
what?
default.
Yeah, it's just a
Period.
default.
That's
Like
the
Trump.
default.
What's wrong,
It's
Trump?
just the
Trump.
thing.
Yeah.
Bro, what you got?
Oh, bro, I thought you said bro.
Bro, I thought you said bro too.
Right.
That's what
I have a couple things. The Kardashians multiplying.
Bye, yo.
I think all of them had babies.
She said them
this
bitches
year.
like gremlins.
Did they all have babies?
Can't feed them at the 12
Oh,
o'clock,
the
Jordan.
Kardashians multiply. Didn't they? I think they
Because
all
I
had
saw
babies.
that
They all
family
had
portrait,
babies.
and they had
Besides,
the
Kendall.
yeah.
You
she
can say what
having
you
a-
want,
she
but
a
them
model.
bitches know how to make some money.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How
But
did Kylie become a billionaire?
That makeup.
The makeup.
Really?
Yeah.
And
Makeup
and
is
Just
Rihanna
her
not?
name.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That motherfucking
Wow.
makeup. And
But see, her sisters hoard out for her sister to be able to become that wealthy.
That's
So
they did what
Kim
they were short.
Kardashian's pussy is the gateway
To
to her
their
little
fortunes.
sister's success. So shout out to Kim K's pussy for Kylie's makeup line, because without it, she wouldn't be where she is today.
And black lips. She's stealing all black people's looks.
Lips or looks?
Look.
Looks.
Oh, lips,
Lips
too.
too. That's what I said.
Yeah, 'cause
People's
Inside-
lips is about to fall the hell
What's
off.
the-
with
what's
that
the mother
puckering
name?
thing.
Chris.
Chris.
Chris is a goddamn
That bitch
genius.
is-
That
They got
bitch,
two
Money.
mothers.
she like fucking Lex
They got
They
Luthor.
got
Caitlyn
two
now,
mothers. They got
Yeah.
Caitlyn too. So
Literally.
I ain't counting
Evil
that.
and all.
Yo, he still sound like Bruce to me. I don't give a fuck. Nobody
Shit,
said.
Bruce got a little hot 22-year-old little
African.
girlfriend.
boyfriend.
Huh?
Girl.
Is a girl.
Wait, what?
So he still got his
Wait,
dick?
she gay?
Wait, did he
He
went back?
He still got his
He's
dick?
with women.
Do he still got his dick though?
Caitlyn
Probably
dates
not. He got
women.
money.
Caitlin's a lesbian.
Caitlin's a lesbian.
Oh God.
Hold the phone.
Now,
Trans heterosexual.
whether the anatomy of
Wait, a trans
Caitlyn
lesbian?
is public or not, but I don't know.
I don't know. Wow.
What?
Yeah, Caitlyn is dating a 22.
He was a man.
She
She-
became a woman.
See, that's that Kardashian
She- well, she-
curse.
She was.
She
Shit,
was
I
running
fucked
them.
up.
You
But
running
I
them so
thought
much
that
that
Well-
she went back. No,
I thought that she dates women.
I thought.
I thought they went
I,
back.
I, I thought.
Went back to what?
A man,
No, Caitlyn is still.
I thought. I
Caitlyn.
thought.
know.
I thought Caitlyn wanted to be
Caitlyn.
to mess with men.
No,
Why? Because he had a boyfriend.
No, Caitlyn
You coulda
has
done that.
never-
He just wanted to be a. He just wanted to be a woman.
I'm out. I'm out.
I
That's
just
the
think
whole-
that.
fucking
That's
out.
that Caucasian. That's that
I'm fucking
Kardashian
out.
curse.
I'm
Like,
fucking out.
like
He wants
you,
to be a
you
beautiful
wanted
woman.
to.
Why can't he be a beautiful
'Cause
woman?
he ain't a beautiful woman.
He not.
I mean, she's not a
no.
beautiful woman.
He not a beautiful
That's
woman.
right.
She's not a beautiful woman.
Had to learn the difference
No,
between gender
she's
and
not.
sex.
She's not a beautiful woman.
She's not.
Caitlyn threw them titties on that chest. Bitch, she flawless.
I'm looking
now.
at the pictures
She
now.
Oh,
and
I've seen a lot of
Valentino.
flaws.
Valentino.
I've seen nothing but fucking flaws with that motherfucker.
Oh,
She and Valentino.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know if Caitlyn still
Um,
got that.
I'm looking and I don't think I see something. I
I don't know if she still got.
I didn't know that either.
As Joe
I thought-
Button would say, I'm befuddled.
Yeah,
I am befuddled. I don't know. What
Yes.
I didn't know that bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Caitlyn.
I said Kanye West multiple meltdowns.
Okay.
It's horrible for the culture.
No, fuck Kanye West for
What's the show
weaponizing
name?
fucking mental illness. Fuck him.
Yes.
he's not
It's-
weaponizing mental health.
He is weaponizing mental
Yes,
illness. He
because
is.
for one, he's saying that he doesn't have it. He said
You
he's
can't.
sleep
You can't.
deprived.
Yeah,
So
you
he
can't
stopped
say
taking
you
his
got mental
medication.
illness, then go with your boy up in the White House and then say no, it's misdiagnosed, and it was sleep deprived. And then when Ariana Grande cracked jokes, he's like, oh no, you can't say that about me. I got mental illness. No, fuck you,
So
weaponizing
pick a-
that shit.
Right. So pick a side.
Fuck him.
Yeah. So I
And them
mean,
whack ass clothes and them shoes. Fuck everything about Kanye West.
yeah, the whole like slavery was a choice,
That
and
was trash.
it just. I just want him to get the help that he really needs. I need him to stop fucking Kim for a second, or just period, and just check himself into rehab and just be gone from the world for 6 to 12
Can be giving this motherfucker the side eye too. She be like, this motherfucker.
Wait, who was he just wanting to rant with? I think it was Drake, and then Kim was
Drake,
like, he didn't disrespect our family. Like I was confused. Like
he's
did he
confused.
disrespect
He had a
your
whole
family
argument by himself. He had like 120 tweets to himself. So I'm like, bro, at this point, I just need you to take a break. Don't produce on a motherfucking thing. Don't rap. Don't sing. Don't do nothing. Just check yourself in a place of quietness and get as much help and medication that you possibly need, because he's just on the brink of something. But happiness is definitely not on
it.
that.
Yeah, peace.
That's not on that path. I also said Mac Miller's death
was bad for the culture.
Bad for the culture.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, because that motherfucking, I'm mad that I had been listening to Mac Miller for a while before, and I like slacked off. But that last album, that shit is good. That's a good fucking album.
I haven't listened to it. I'm gonna go listen to it.
Because I heard the acoustic joint he did 2009 on Facebook. I was like, I want to know, like, what the fuck is this? Oh, this shit is fire.
I first heard it on NPR, Tiny Desk.
Tiny Desk.
Shit was so fucking hard.
Yeah, that shit. I'm like,
but I just thought it was bad for the culture only because it just shows what these young people are really going through as far as like the drugs and the addiction and the lean, the pills, all that
constant
shit.
escape from reality.
Right. And so it's like nobody's really talking about what's really hurting them because they're suffering from depression and suffering from other mental illnesses.
Social media, man.
And, they're killing themselves. And so it was a great thing, sort of, because it kind of gave you exposure, but it's just bad because he was so young, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't trying to
do that.
Kill himself. He probably was just trying to escape reality real quick and then end up overdosing. So I felt some kind of way. I also have the Nicki Minaj and Cardi B beef.
Okay, I didn't want to say Nicki again, but
the pure hatred that you have for her. I said that only because I just thought it was a waste of time. I think that if Cardi wanted to beat her up, she could have did it a better way instead of throwing shoes and getting knots on her forehead. I just feel like you have too much money and too many other people around you. If you really wanted to smack a bitch, you could have did a better job of smacking.
Man, it's too many. It's not enough black women that are getting money in those positions for y'all to be beefing.
Yeah, like work together or just you don't have to be friends, but you don't have to be enemies either.
Nicki was a bully.
Respect the space and keep it pushing.
Nicki was a bully, I feel like.
Because she went so long unchallenged.
But Cardi is a bully too.
No, she's not.
Cardi is bullying other women that are not. I'm not saying Nicki, but Cardi. There's reports and all this stuff about women that also feel like Cardi B has been like bullying them and speaking on them and blah blah.
I ain't buying this Me Too movement.
I mean, we're gonna praise. But what I'm saying is the best thing to say. The best thing to say is that these women have reached too high of accolades to kind of like be so small, so to even to be engaged in something so small and stupid is foolish. You should be about the promotion of black women or women of color, making it, period. And I hate to keep using women of color as like this solution, but like sometimes it's necessary. But like I do think in this situation, like it's no room. It's very little room for this kind of like.
But you need to also be respectful because you still can get the shit smacked out of you. So if you're being disrespectful and you're doing things behind my back and you're taking money away from me and you're being a bully behind the scenes, of course I'm gonna take that personally because that still is not only personal but it's affecting business. So if all those things were true, like I would want to smack the shit out of her like on site myself. But I do think there was a better way to resolve that. Have a real conversation, sit down, not have your little dogs and your little pets speak for you and fight for you. Like we're two grown ass women. Let's really just let's put everything out on the table and hash this shit out. Like I just feel like it could have just went so many ways. But like I said, like all the energy you put out, just make sure you keep that same energy when I see you, fam. Because, like, if you're doing fucked up shit, I'm going to come for you.
We're talking about the progression of colored women, and you're just talking about coming for someone. No, but I understand what you're saying. You're saying, but what, the best thing to do, one, Cardi has to, and I'm only speaking in this situation primarily, but Cardi has to know that she has public, opinion. I mean, she has, she rules in the public sites, period. Everybody fuck with Cardi.
True.
So Cardi's best thing that she should have done was to stay out of the line of fire, period. I don't want to show that there's any kind of beef. I don't want to be a part of no kind of beef because you're still gonna win. There's no reason why she should risk any endorsements that she have over some small caddy business.
And the lipstick
blah, blah,
that
blah.
she was wearing
and
actually sold out the next day.
Exactly. So Cardi will still, sell.
But like
and
I
all
said,
that
like
stuff.
I think they should have had a conversation.
But the thing is, I want to kill that attitude. Period. About like women feeling so inclined to come for another somebody. If it's unnecessary.
But if you sinned.
If it's unnecessary, then let things be what they are. The truth.
I won't say that.
The truth will always surface, and karma is so.
It doesn't, because sometimes people love the lie more than the truth, and so whatever is more entertaining, that's what they're going to go with, and that's just like in the court of law. It's not about who's guilty, who's innocent. It's what you can prove. So, as much as I want to be the Dalai Lama in this situation, like I said, I think there's other ways.
Dalai Lama?
to be the mediator and have peace. But at the same time, like, shit happens. So that's why I think that having the conversation first would have just been the best thing. But just hashing it out.
But I get what you're saying, though. I definitely do.
But what if a person won't have a conversation with you?
But they had the conversation afterwards. They needed that.
Remember the Met Gala? They talked.
Not that time. They
no,
had
that was
another
the first
conversation
time.
after the previous altercation. They had another conversation that explained, like, they just decided to just say, hey, like, you get your bags, blah blah blah, you do you, and I do me. Now, I don't know how long this will last or whatever, and I don't even know if it's actually a real thing because we don't know none of these women.
We don't.
And we don't know what's going on in their life. We don't know who's
telling the truth,
pulling the strings and blah blah blahs. But I hope that they are doing the best things that they can do for themselves and their careers.
True. I mean, but at the same time, energy is high, and when people feel some kind of way,
I keep trying to neutralize this shit, and she keep bringing this shit like.
I'm telling you, don't.
If a bitch try me, I'm smacking.
No, but no, I just say like just hash it out. I do think anytime you have any issues with anyone, and this is not just for celebrities, period. I think if you have a problem with someone, I think the first thing you should do is try to have a conversation first, and then if that doesn't work, then we figure out different channels. But the first thing is having communication.
A lot of
and being neutral as possible, but it doesn't
Fuck
always
that. Shoot
work.
first, ask questions later. Son.
That's what
It's like, no.
I empathize with
nah.
Nikki because you had someone
I don't.
who has no talent is now on par.
Oh, wait, who, Nikki?
I'm sorry. Cardi B does suck a mean dick. She's talented.
We don't know if she suck mean dick or not.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Oh,
Y'all see my blood boiling over here?
Right.
Cardi, I feel like
Cardi B doesn't have talent.
I don't agree. I agree.
Why
with
you can't? Why you say she don't? You say she
yeah,
don't have a
go ahead.
talent?
I don't think she has any writing
So Nikki has
ability.
talent because she can change her voice to different accents.
Talent is a different thing. I say her ability to write.
So you didn't see how Nikki's lyrics fell off when she wasn't
Cardi came around.
closest to Young Money? You didn't notice that?
I think that Nikki, like I said, you heard what I said about her writing in this new album. That I feel like it was really something different. I thought it was
because Wayne and Drake were back in her life.
I heard. I think it was elevated. I think it was something different. That
Wayne and Drake were back in her life.
And before, so
it's just like it's.
So you
it's
think Nikki don't
you don't think she right?
You don't think she can write? You don't think Nikki has bars?
I think she has some talent, but I'm not gonna say that Cardi doesn't have any talent.
Cardi don't write.
Cardi doesn't write.
Period.
She still got a talent to be an entertainer.
Yeah,
But that's not-
She's still very. That's a talent.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, she got the stripper game on lock.
That's what I said.
Nobody's talking about she can perform. The fucking song that she you have to deliver that.
Yeah, it's
Whatever
all
somebody
about
writes, you
stage
have to
presence.
deliver that. That's talent.
Right.
It's true because
That's talent.
Whitney Houston didn't write her shit.
Right. Most R&B that you love wasn't written by
I'm
that
not gonna
motherfucking singer.
call Whitney can sing. That's different.
So entertaining is still a talent.
Right. Exactly.
But Cardi B is not a singer. She a rapper and she can't write.
So she still delivers the lines and everything.
Anybody can deliver lines.
No, the fuck they can't.
No, they can't.
So,
Can you do it?
Yes.
Doubt it. Doubt. If we put you on the stage in front of with the lights on, I doubt it very much.
If this was a conversation about two male top artists, that question,
that wouldn't even come
up.
up.
The conversation of writing would be so important, and that's why I want to bring that. If it was two top male artists,
No, and
For
No,
rapping,
it won't.
it's so
Who's your
boring.
favorite rapper?
Jay.
Jay-Z.
If Jay-Z never write a single
He
word
doesn't.
that
He actually
spit
doesn't.
versus somebody
did,
like
he
Nas,
does.
He doesn't.
just
He's
somebody
alright.
like versus Nas or whatever. Like you wouldn't have that.
Is he still delivering this
conversation
shit?
would change.
Jay wouldn't be your favorite if he didn't write.
Yeah,
If he didn't
If he
have the
didn't,
process
we're
that
talking
he does.
about like it would change. The conversation would change if it was men. You know what I mean? So, but
why
the fact
makes it
that
different if
if
it's women?
No, because when the shit came out about Drake, I still fuck with yo. He's entertaining to me. I still fuck with him.
The conversation on a worldly level would change, and even because I do think those things that impact that the way we view these.
So
people.
you think Cardi write? You think Nicki writes all her shit?
Yes.
False.
You're delusional, my brother.
I looked at the credits on the album that I recently
You saw some other
recently
names on
listened
there
to.
besides Onika.
Also,
Onika, and then it was
but also too, artists
Safari?
do pay.
the only other feature
Artists
that
do
was
pay
on
for
there.
not to know what goes on inside to be known.
And that, if that's the situation, it wasn't made public, and that was all I know is from the credits that I've seen, and all you know is from what you've seen on or what you've developed through your relationship with Cardi B. And I'm not saying that Cardi B is not talented. I'm just saying
That's
that
all I'm disputing.
I
Is
love-
This fool
That's
did.
what-
I'm saying that.
I
And
love
at
the
least we know
lyrical-
for facts she doesn't write.
But she never denied that.
I
She
love
never
the
denied
lyrical
it.
talent
That's what
of
I'm
Nicki
saying.
Minaj, and
I'm
that's
not-
what I'm
Okay,
saying.
I understand that.
You
So it's more
I'm not
to
saying
an
she a bad
artist
person
than.
for that. I'm
But no,
saying
I
she
feel
got
like it's more to
talent.
artists
We had a
than just
table
them
with a bunch of
writing.
a bunch of Cardi fans.
Yeah.
No.
Is she
Let me.
missing?
No.
I've
I've
like
had
Nicki Minaj.
I've
I
had
went through
songs
a
of
phase.
Nicki that I like, yeah, but I'm just not the biggest fan of her.
Girls
I don't like
kissing girls.
I don't like her attitude.
I like Nicki.
That's my
Lewinsky.
issue with her.
I like
like
mixtape
mixtape
Nicki.
Nicki. Yeah, I don't like
But
her
she was
attitude
in
now.
a different camp. Like Dedrick was saying, like she was in a different writing camp. It was a whole different feel. She was gutter. Like she was more relatable as far as hip hop is concerned. And then as soon as she came out with her very first album, the bitch was talking about starships and ringing alarms and bells.
And also,
it was pop.
Okay.
So she didn't even stay true to
yeah,
her
and
genre.
the other shit is like
That's not true.
what you may not be realize or really think about. All music really is a collaborative effort.
Facts on that.
Cool with that.
Even rap. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Why? How do you think when you see these battles and shit like that, Meek, all that shit, everybody around them know all the
words.
fucking songs,
Exactly.
know all the fucking words.
That
Yeah.
catches-
Supposed to be freestyles,
Right.
but they know all the fucking words.
Yeah.
It's a
They went to
collaborative
the
effort.
studio- yeah, exactly.
That's what music
I
is.
got beef with that. I got beef with what music is today. I do for sure.
Okay.
But even music back in the
But
day,
even it
we
was the
just
same
watched-
thing. You
we
just didn't
watched
see
the
it.
Quincy
You didn't know it. You
documentary.
didn't. You because you got so much access to
True.
behind the scenes. You didn't know what the fuck was going on.
That's-
So now that you have this access, you see now you got an issue with it. But that's been happening.
That's been happening for the longest
So
time.
that's the other thing I don't like. I like the fact that you can see everything, but I don't like the fact. Like that shit right there, Instagram, is too much of a window into certain people that. Because once you meet your heroes, your idols, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get let the fuck down.
But I don't like Cardi B songs for Cardi. I feel like she's replaceable.
I don't like
Plug and
Cardi
play.
B's music.
I don't think she is.
I'm not
I don't
gonna
thi-
say
I don't think she
like
is
the
either.
music. I like a lot of the songs.
I don't think she's replaceable. I mean,
I don't
like
think
he's
she's-
yeah,
I
easy
think you
plug and
can
play.
interchange her with
No,
just about
because-
anybody.
Because what got her there was who she was as a person.
as a person.
Everybody gravitated towards her like, yo, that girl's a fucking star.
Exactly.
That's
It's
She's
all about
funny.
who she is.
She's charismatic. He was like, you know what? She a draw. People were drawn to her. Just like people were drawn to Nicki.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
When she first came out.
I'm not drawn to Nicki like
Definitely
that.
past-
Because I like Nicki when she first came out. I was like, my feelings about her have fallen off because the way she's performed and acted.
Right.
So that's what changed my perception of her.
Just to go back to what you said, that album, that pop album, I think that showed a versatility to
No,
Nicki.
it showed that she
But
was
you
a
said
sellout.
you said that she.
I ain't mad
left.
at her. She went into the bag. That
But
was
she
that was
said-
the bag.
Right.
case.
That's
said-
the bad,
she
but you
said
can't say
that-
you have the best rap albums or 2 of your albums are pop.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say
And
that.
2 of the albums were the same album.
But what
What
I'm
was it?
saying
Pink
is-
Print 1, Pink Print Reloaded?
Yeah.
What was it, Freak Friday or
All you
something?
motherfuckers do that is us.
Y'all some bullies.
Right, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I think Nicki showed versatility in her rap career, and you may disagree, and that's okay. But I'm saying that like to sell a pop album as a rap artist,
It's a
it's
good
pretty
thing.
dope.
It
It's pretty dope
is,
to
but I
me.
just feel like
and it
her
shows.
her build, like if you're in the underground mixtape world and you're spitting out hot fire.
First of all, let me just say one quick thing.
What?
Underground tape world people live in that kind of sound. They want that gutter. They want that like
But
street.
it
like-
has to come across as something. I was expecting at least something a little bit more hip hop ish, opposed to her first single to be Anaconda. You know
But it
what I mean?
wasn't for us. It was for the pop crowd.
It was for the pop crowd, but
was.
that's what I'm saying. For that to be your first introduction to the world, because like you said, underground people only gonna fuck with underground people. So technically, your first introduction to the world is this pop sound, opposed to you being a rap artist.
But everybody loves underground people until they go commercial. They hate them after that. Like
No,
they-
that's
Cardi
me.
B
That's
is
me.
doing pop songs, but
That's
she's still
me.
a rap artist.
That's
She's not
me.
trying to be a pop star. She's trying to be a rap artist that does features with pop artists.
Who?
But it's a
I'm
different
sorry.
Cardi B.
Okay.
This is the same
But
thing.
every
So do
every
you
big
guys
rapper's
think
done
that Cardi's next album would be like a more pop album?
I think
No.
Like It
You
Like
think
That
so?
was pop.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
pop
pop
song.
enough.
It's pop. Her album,
That's-
I
that's-
consider that pop.
Yeah, I think that is charted on the pop chart.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Oh.
So with the one
It can
with,
be on the pop charts. It doesn't mean it is pop.
It is.
It is pop.
I
Everything
feel like it would be
all that is
pop.
I
now.
don't think it's pop at all.
so do you think
The
the
line
one
is
with
so
her and
blurry
Chance the
with
Rapper is
pop
pop?
Yeah,
You
right
think
now,
I Like It Like That
yeah.
is hip hop?
Is hip hop?
You like, come on.
Yeah, it's between that and reggaeton. Like, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think it's a Britney Spears type. Ring the alarm.
Even
I'm
that
jumping
song
up and
she
down.
did with Bruno
EDM type.
Mars,
I
that's
guarantee
pop.
you, Like It, like whatever it is, it will be on the next Kids Bop.
Everything's
that
on
might
Kids
be
Bop.
actually
they put
accurate.
a lot
That
on
might be
Kids
on
But I
there.
don't. They not putting. Are they putting privacy?
You ain't got kids.
The commercials though. The
But you know it's
commercials.
going to be on there.
Wait,
Bang bang.
but are they putting privacy or Walking Like You Talk It on Kids Bop?
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
on Kids Bop.
That's
Probably.
Yeah,
That's
so
wild.
that does actually doesn't count. They put a lot of shit on Kids
Walk
Bop.
it like it. Talk it.
Man.
And just to end the panel discussion, you know, unfortunately we lost some really great people, so I wanted to shout them out, give them some praise. So the deaths from iconic people of 2018 are Nancy Wilson, Stan Lee, Mac Miller,
That shit hurt.
Anthony Bourdain, Aretha Franklin,
hurt too.
Kate Spade, Joe Jackson, Kim Porter,
That didn't hurt.
XX.
Sensation.
Yeah, I can never. My college
What's the
friend
song?
Leah LaBelle, Robin Leach, Stephen Hawkins. So rest in peace to all of those people who.
And Jacquees's career.
Shit.
I second that.
You know what's crazy? The two on that list that made that I hurt the worst was two white dudes for me. That's fucking crazy.
I mean, people make great shit. Like art
It's okay to
really
like some
is a
white
part of life. Yeah. So
Yeah.
rest in peace to those people. But we respect you for sharing your love and art with the world. Thank you everyone for joining the panel discussion. This is part 1, so listen up for part 2. And for our astery for this week, it is Tasha was Christmas shopping and she saw her best friend's boyfriend shopping with another female. She was about to walk over and say hi, and she saw him grab another woman's butt. So she followed them around the store to take pictures to send to her friend. Since it's the holidays, should she wait or should she tell her friend right away?
It's mind your fucking business.
That was my first initial thought. My first initial thought was like, damn, bitch, mind your business. But then I'm thinking
That's
like,
her best friend.
if that was my best
If
friend.
that was my best friend, bitch,
you're
I
telling
would be
right
following
the fuck
you.
away.
First of all, I think I still would like kind of low key mind my damn business, only because like, but let me say,
She's your best friend.
only because like people are so strange. You could give them information that is so important to
It
them,
needs
you
to
know.
be just
Yeah.
ignored.
But they don't want to hear that. They don't want to. So it's like you almost like you could have a potential. You could lose a potential friend because you brought some information and they didn't trust that you were telling them the truth or whatever, blah blah blah. But also,
But she has
I think
pictures.
that I would have went up to Tasha. I would have went up to that dude and introduced and said hi because he knows who you are.
Clearly.
And I would have introduced myself to a young lady who he was really feeling on her butt, and then I would have just walked off, and hopefully he would have done the right thing. But I definitely would have
Nah.
been.
You know that nigga
I
is not
know,
doing the right
but I
thing.
definitely would have been right on the phone with my friend, like, look, bitch, I just introduced myself to old nigga, and he.
First of
he
all,
holding a bitch
let me tell you
ass.
something, Tasha. I appreciate you following this nigga around the store and taking pictures to get multiple angles just so the
Yes.
bitch will say it's Photoshop.
Some evidence.
I want you to make sure that you know it's completely real. And I am sending them off as I'm in the store, bitch. And then I'm going to come meet you at your house. And then we're going to figure this shit out together. Do
Also,
I need to get my
Tasha.
Timberland boots? Do I need to follow them to his car. We gotta figure this out.
Also, Tasha, if that's your best friend, you need to support her in whatever decision she chooses to make. If she's want to stay with that man, you be with her. But if she want to go another way, you also be with that shit. That's your friend. That's your best friend. You bought that information. She should understand where you're coming from and let her choose. And only job you have to do is support her. You don't have to be her ride or die in that situation. But you can also just. But
you can if you're gonna bring information to that.
Know your audience before you give out this information.
Yes.
Because you never know what's going on behind the closed doors with them too. So know your audience before you get this information out, because you might come out looking like the bad girl.
See, this is my okay. All right, because I'm trying to tune them like crazy.
If you are the best friend, you know a lot about the inside of the relationship. Because you should. And your real best friend.
If that's your best friend.
No. If I have an issue in my relationship, if I have questions, anything,
they're gonna know.
There's going to be a person that is a go-to person. I'm not saying you tell your business to everyone. And of course, you don't share the whole entire thing. But you know when somebody's having issues or somebody's sad about something, like, your release is normally your friend. That's your go-to person. So I would know if you're in an open relationship. Like, I would know my place. Like, oh, this is probably somebody they picked out at the store together. Oh, that's great. I know if you're in a monogamous relationship or not. So if I see somebody's man in my face, Christmas shopping, booty rubbing, I'm going to have not only will I send the pictures, I would introduce myself. And I want him to make up 1,000 lies to get his shit together. I'm not going to make a scene. I want to say, you know what, hello. Oh, hi, sis. Oh, you're so pretty.
Get old girl's name.
Yep.
Oh, what's your name? I'm Tasha. It's so nice to meet you.
I would do that.
And I would walk straight off like.
And I would have a Cardi moment. I would hit him with a shoe or something. Yep. Don't fucking be in here with some other girl.
Women have to be strategic. You guys have to know.
I'm a beast of treat. I'm a beast of
when it's the right time to
put a shoe and he beat you the fuck up, then what happens?
Exactly. And then you can say like,
I got my footage.
Like, your girl, like your homegirl showed up at the store and she's tripping and she see me with another woman. But
no, I got the pictures first. I got my pictures first.
So you hit him with a shoe, he beat you the fuck up and took your phone. Then what?
I got 5 nephews.
But you still got beat up in the store.
I got 5 nephews.
That's what I'm saying. Leave that
I still got 5 nephews though.
Nordstrom.
You have to be strategic.
I still got 5 nephews, so
motherfuckers ain't playing these days. They are not playing.
I would definitely say, Tasha, like Dedrick said, like, you gotta know your personnel. You gotta understand, you know, pretty much the premise of the relationship. But I do think that if you are experiencing something like that, I do think that you should tell. If that's your best friend, not some girl.
Christmas, right?
Huh?
We waiting at the Christmas.
No. Fucking all this shit.
I need to know before so I don't go spend extra money.
You do not want to go in 2019 with unworthy niggas.
So you can take that shit back.
Well, since Christmas already passed, you got your gifts already. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I can still take it back because the gift receipt still works. Because I got 30 days.
She get her gifts. Get her shit.
Get your shit and then.
Oh no! Take his shit back.
She got the upper hand in this situation. You do what you want with the information. But you can hold off until after Christmas.
What if, with that now, what if he was fucking with Shorty to get money from her to buy gifts for Shorty?
And
yeah, I mean,
the fact that my friend just mentioned that as if that was something that was still, that was no, even if that was the case, you ain't got no goddamn money of your own.
She got a little more. Look, I told my wife, look, if I get a chance to fuck over, I'm doing this for us.
Tasha, regardless of whatever that situation is,
I'm doing this for us.
Tell your friend and be supportive.
Yeah, and whatever. Just I do agree with that. I do think that you need to be supportive. Whatever decision. So if she want to pop a nigga, you know, help.
If she wants to stay with that nigga, you know what to do next time.
You know, if she wants to pack a bag and stay with you a couple of days to kind of figure it out, like, just be there. Because to be the person who gives that information, you got to be prepared for whatever the consequence is going to be. So, but I do think that you should definitely send the pictures while you were, like, send them now. If you have not sent them, please, don't let this woman walk in 2019 of unworthy penis. We don't need that, okay?
Because best friends be ready to slash niggas' tires, be all right there, and then the bitch still be with the nigga.
Don't let me make a phone call. That's all I have to say. So yeah, Tasha, I hope that works out for you. I hope your 2019 will be, your friend will be great. Yours too, I guess.
Yeah,
but I hope that situation works.
Oh, Tasha, let me ask you a question though. Are you mad because he fucked you too?
Oh.
Ooh.
Is that an issue?
Okay.
And now he cheating on both of y'all? Is that what you mad about for real?
Tasha,
Because there's a lot of y'all out there.
I hope you're not being a Tatiana like that. If you are fucking your man's best friend.
I just threw a monkey wrench in the whole shit.
Yeah, I had to say quiet because I was like, I don't even know what to say.
Because that's happened a lot.
Tasha, you shouldn't even be writing then. You should be just...
Mind your fucking business.
Yeah, you should mind
You
your
need to
motherfucking
mind your
business.
business
You
for
already
real.
in the hot seat, bitch. We don't need to connect too many people.
We can't do that. But Tasha, good luck to you. And I hope your 2019 is great. So for our words of wisdom this week, I decided to research ways to stick to your New Year's resolution. So I have the top 5 ways. I know everyone's going to be on that New Year, New Me bullshit. So let's participate in that, shall we? So number 1 is take daily action. Write down 3 goals. Write the 3 strategies you will use to achieve those goals each week. So that's actually something I actually do. I make a list of all the things I want to get done for the week, and I just check them off as I go. It seems to have been working so far. Number 2, take a small break from your goals into smaller pieces. So break your goals into smaller pieces. Outline small goals that can be reached within 30 to 90 days and include only those items that will help you reach your larger overall goal. Number 3, don't call a New Year resolution. Please don't. The pressure takes hold and we fell straight out of the gate. About 50%, if not more, fail. Instead, work up to those new behaviors or habit you want to create and just keep doing it. Number 4, write it down. Studies demonstrate when you write down your goals, dreams and aspirations increase the odds of us achieving them. So put pen to paper to help hold yourself accountable. I find that works a lot. So for people who want to write down their goals for 2019, make sure you do it before 2019. Last one is get an accountability partner. Research shows that if you take an idea out of your head and articulate a goal, you're more likely to achieve it. Having a partner to share how things are going towards your goal helps a person focus on the outcome. So people that you trust that knows that will stick on your ass and be like, hey, did you do this today? Did you do that today? Or can we work out together? Or let's drink a smoothie or something. Like, have people hold you accountable for all your actions. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. I hope that you agreed with some of us as far as our good, bad, and ugly for this year. And Brian for his love of Nicki Minaj. And make sure you stay tuned because part 2, it comes out probably the next day as well. So thank you. And this is
Bitch, Let's Talk.